to episode 344 of the My Wife is Gonna Kill Me podcast. We got a huge show today. We got Toy Fair going on. We got a bunch of toys to look at. The table's full of meat and cheese and plastic and crap. We're gonna get to it. I am Lord Steve Bisciotti. With me today is Jeremy, Travis, Matthew,
emphasis on the gays, Rodriguez,
and Pete McCarthy.
What up?
Hola.
Man, I haven't seen you guys in a grip, dog.
It's been a while.
Yeah, been a long time.
Been a long time since I rock in a roll.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
How was your trip, Trev?
Amazing.
Did you get the drip, Trev?
I don't think so.
There was not nearly enough pictures and videos from your trip.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
sorry.
Sorry doesn't put the porn in my spank bank. So
I really tried to live, I don't want to say phone free because that's not accurate. I don't think that's possible anymore.
You gotta twist, Pete. You gotta go like this as you're pushing in.
It's not how
there's a soundbite. We're going to keep that out of context. Thank you, Steven.
I will say I wish you guys had been there.
Let's keep the success going. Twist it up.
I went on a little trip too, but it was a lot dirtier than your trip. Your trip looked very bright and fun. I'm like going through snow and rain and dirt and
Yeah. I was glad to have missed the wonderful weather we had here in Michigan.
yeah.
Well, and the weather actually texted me too. They were glad you weren't here. So, Jeremy, on a personal note, old school buddies and going to see a friend who unfortunately is terminally ill.
Yep.
And you got a chance to actually spend some time with him and his wife and some friends. And so emotional, I'm sure, but a worthwhile trip, and got to kind of do that. That's cool, man. I know that.
Yeah,
I know it sucks, but it's a cool way to in a sucky situation.
The doc, Ryan Lake, he was like in the hospital like the week before we went, and he had like some brain swelling and shit, and like was toppling over and just wasn't doing good and wasn't remembering shit and all that. And his wife like sent a message to all us, his old school buddies here in Michigan, was like, I don't know what's going on, man, but it's, all signs are pointing to bunk. So we're like, all right. And luckily, my buddy Minder had some time off work because he's fat and he sprained his ankle. I didn't have a job at the time. And we got our buddy Jason to go with us and our buddy Stelt to go with us. And we went on a road trip and smelled like farts and cigarettes the whole time. And
so did you guys get to just... the reminiscing probably was really fun, wasn't it?
It was pretty good. It was weird though because the way she was talking about his memory and stuff before we got there was like, are we gonna be like, can we even hang out with this guy like normal, or is it, what's it gonna be like? And he walked in, hey, his voice is like this, and he's just really, he's like a lot skinnier and I'm like, we didn't order this. Send it back. Like, give us the real Ryan. But after hanging out with him for a while, and we hung out over 3-4 days, something like that. He was old Ryan for a minute there, but it is kind of weird because like we'd be talking about something and like joking, and like he'd tell like an anecdote, and then like a few minutes later we would still be continuing that same conversation, and he'd bring it up again, like, oh, I just thought of something, and we're like, oh, dang. No, you didn't.
So it's like hanging out with Travis.
Yeah, well, so the way I looked at it was kind of like hanging out, like we were drinking, so we were getting kind of drunk. He was just, he had a beer, maybe two. And so if I just pretended he was drunk, then it was normal. Because, people tell the same stories. So, glioblastomas aren't nice, man. Apparently he's got 2 in there now. So, yeah. It was about time. We better go visit him before... Yeah, but he's got a dark sense of humor, and so we're pretty open talking about shit, and I joke with him like, when you die, you have to come back as the blow ghost from Ghostbusters. so I can.
Of course, that would be the ghost you pick.
So you can blow me when you're dead. And he's like, done and done.
That's my gift to you in the afterlife is to go back and blow all my friends.
As a matter of fact,
They never made a blow ghost action figure, did they? For
a
that
blow
toy line?
ghost. No, they didn't. But it's a missed opportunity. I think.
It might not be too late. Maybe,
Right.
Maybe Mondo. Will jump on that.
Mondo, exclusive blow ghost from Ghostbusters.
Minus the gentleman who obviously is suffering the glioblastoma. The group photos that they took on this trip were like pictures straight out of a middle school like stranger danger pamphlet. I look at these guys.
That's fair.
We're like, and I just tried to find a good picture to
Send
share
you a
with
picture,
Cody. But they all had the doc in them, and I didn't want to disrespect him. Your other fat loser friends, I was like, because I'm being one of your fat loser friends, I could do that, So
You already created this?
I sent it to him.
dirty dog.
So yeah, we got a nice dark sense of humor about it. It sucks, but I mean, it sucks.
Turns out you don't need hot water; you just need Steve.
It goes a long way.
I got this
Well,
one.
that
half
last
done.
one I did use hot water.
I'm definitely glad you guys got that road trip in, dude.
It was pretty awesome. It was worth it. He kind of, even his wife was like, he perked up just like seeing you guys, and it meant a lot. And like his sister and some friends have come out and visited him recently too. So situation is shit. But
So let's switch into me being an absolutely terrible person.
Boom.
You have to road trip with those people or me. Who are you picking?
oh, you
Okay.
all day long.
I figured as much.
These guys may be my oldest friends, but fuck. All three of them smoke.
Oh.
So the entire fucking drive to Atlanta is them just smoking and farting.
Oh, just regular Siggy Sig smoke.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I miss me some Siggy Sigs.
To the point where like I get out of the vehicle and I just reek. Like I don't know anybody who smokes regular
me?
I
cigarettes
totally
anymore.
give these guys props. They're not fucking pussies. They're doing the real thing.
Yeah, they're not pandering to the bullshit.
All Jeremy did was close his eyes, and he felt like he was in a bowling alley.
battery. I need a new battery so I can inhale my water vapor that smells like Fruit Loops or whatever it is. They're like, nope.
Hey man, before we drive across the country to see our friend dying of cancer, I need to get some smokes.
Yeah, these guys are trying to get cancer as we're going to visit our friend who's dying from cancer.
In honor of him.
Yeah. And we're gonna secondhand the fuck out of Jeremy.
Who didn't smoke, right? Ryan didn't smoke.
Right, he's not a smoker. Nope. Nope. The only thing he's ever done is be smart. Turns out if you're smart, you get fucking brain fucking tumors.
This brain worked too hard.
There's 5 guys in this picture. One of them have made something of themselves and are now dying of cancer.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's like a terrible version of The Outsiders.
Professor. I work in a fucking shit ass factory for fucking
You put
peanuts.
together lights.
That is true.
You bring light to people's lives.
It's like the equivalent. It's like the equivalent.
Oh,
of
there you
being,
go. There's my,
There's
my
like
bio.
there's like a prison riot, and they storm into the chapel, and all of the ex-cons survive, but the pastor gets shanked.
It's true. It's so true.
I'm glad you enjoyed it and got a chance to see him. That was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I also on the trip I realized that I'm not the one with the worst food addiction. That happens to be my buddy Minder.
Is he the more
the-
rotund of the?
Oh
four
yeah,
of you?
he's the beach ball.
How'd you put that together?
We actually stopped at a pizza place and we told the waitress to tell the chef or cook, whatever, to make us a pizza that was like had every cheese that you could possibly have in the place, as thick as he could possibly do it.
including from under.
Yeah, cost was no object. The fucking cook came out and had to give us a disclaimer, like, this may not turn out, fellas. And we're like, we don't care. Do it. Cheese it up. And it worked. Jason, my buddy Jason ended up saying that, I think I'm pissing cheese right now. So it was very oily and cheesy, but it was wonderful. So yeah. Anyway, I also released an album.
And it is so
Thanks to Pete.
damn good.
And so now I have to ask you guys, what's your favorite songs on it?
That one Pete was singing earlier.
You can't pick the same one.
I'm gonna say Halo. Did I get it right? I know that's the lyric.
That's the title.
Okay.
Yep, you nailed it.
God damn it! I didn't nail it. Ah, shit.
Look, Pete gave me enough shit for however long, and then everybody else jumped on it too. So I finally just said, "Fuck it, put it out."
I really enjoyed another.
You
path.
know what? Bullying sometimes works.
Yeah, peer pressure and bullying is awesome.
It absolutely does.
So if you guys out there aren't listening to it, fuck you.
What's super funny is, and truth be told, I've listened to all of it repeatedly. I don't actually, I don't memorize track names as well as I used to.
Me either.
But there are bits and pieces of each one in different riffs. Like some of the, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I feel. And then I messaged you about the organ solo and the opening of the most heart wrenching song on the album is I was like, oh, he's fun, and it's 1990s Nintendo. Beep beep boop a doop a doo. My dad's dead. Oh my god. And I was like, well, what kind of fucking rope-a-dope is this?
It's more like my parents are dead, but
So,
yeah, same. Yeah.
But some of the little
Nintendo was awesome.
some of the little lyrics and stuff though, I think are just absolutely masterful.
Yeah, I can't talk worth a shit, but sometimes I can write out what I need to say.
If you had to pick, oh god, do it. Nintendo or your parents?
Oh, Nintendo.
High five.
not even a competition.
You basically asked him if he wants a Nintendo while he's getting blown by the ghost, or if he wants his parents there, and he'd rather just be playing Nintendo with blow ghosts.
So Jeremy, what you're saying is you had 2-bit parents, but Nintendo was 8-bit.
Oh, snap! Hell yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
I thought of you last night, Jeremy, because I went out to dinner with my wife, my brother-in-law and his wife, sister-in-law and her husband, and they made a joke about, well, why didn't you invite our parents? Or why didn't you bring our parents? Meaning my mother and father-in-law. And I was like, well, I brought mine. Yeah. And they all looked at me and they were like, oh, that's dark. And I'm like,
Well,
that's what I do. Sorry.
life, baby. Would any of you guys become a blow ghost for me when you die?
Wait,
I would be a blow ghost for you.
No, you're trying to get a list of blow. Do you hear him? He's trying to make sure everyone that dies before him.
Because if there's a way that I don't know how it works after you die, if there really is an up or a down and all that type of shit. So like, I figure some people, they say they get caught in limbo, right? And that's where the ghosts are or whatever. So like, what if at some point Ryan passes on to one of the ups and downs? Those really do exist or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to need somebody else to blow me in ghost form.
I'll be a missionary ghost.
I'll be honest. I see Jeremy as the kind of ghost that would be walking around playing a rusty trombone. What's that tickle?
Oh, it feels good out of both ends.
Why is it cold?
All you have to do if I'm dead is just lay in bed and open your legs, put your heels right in the air, spread apart as far as you go, and then I'll come in and get it.
That's what.
I'll come in and get it.
I don't think I needed that image.
That's how I'll know that's when, that's how I'll know. I'll be with you all the time. I won't hang out with my family if I'm dead. I'm gonna be right next to Jeremy, and whenever I'm gonna flop on his back and put my ankles in the air. I'll be like, right. Here comes the missionary ghost.
I just love it too, because this will be at the point where Jeremy's decided to get a little bit healthier. He'll be at yoga.
Yeah.
All he's doing is trying to do yoga and like live a better life. And all of a sudden, whoa!
This could not have worked out more perfect.
What is this? What do you got on the phone? Seems like we're waiting a lot for this perfect.
Hello?
Hi, I can't come to the phone right now.
Oh.
If you leave your name and number, I will call you back. Thank you.
Come on, Steve-O. I had a perfect question for you for Patreon the spot. So we'll try and do it later.
How dare you have a life?
Steve-O Begg would have been the perfect person to find out what he wants to be his blow ghost or who he wants to be the blow ghost for. So
Now you have to double your Patreon.
Double that shit. Cody's really
talking
he
about doubling
he needs
shit.
that Patreon
Yeah,
double
he needs
because
that.
Cody just went
Big money,
Big
Cody
money.
over here.
Ottinger. Is it Ottinger or Ottinger?
Don't tell anybody.
Smith.
You almost got him.
It's Cody Smith.
Why is he big money?
Dude rolls up at my house. I get a text last night. Usually I give Cody a ride to the show most of the time. And I'm like, hey, and I get a text last night. I'll be picking capital U up tomorrow.
Like just the letter U or Y-O-U?
No, Y-O-U in capital
Okay.
letters. Like he emphasized U.
Perfect.
I'm like, all right, I feel like a bitch now. Before it's like me driving him, it's driving Miss Daisy. I'm the man. Now he's gonna try to flip the script on me. So
Last time we almost crashed though. When you
the keyword is almost.
yeah, okay.
That's what I love too. Oh my God, Dad, I almost got into an accident. I'm like, bitch, call me when you get into an accident.
So he rolls in my driveway this morning, and I look out the window, and I'm like, that's a different car. And then I walking out there, and I get out there, and I think, is that what I think it is? And then I get back and around the van, and I see that little T on the front, and I'm like, that motherfucker rolled up in a Tesla.
Whoa.
Not what you got, it's what you give.
So I've already talked about how all of my ideas and how they don't go anywhere. I'm going to start a car company, and it's going to be, I'm going to rip everything off Tesla, and I'm going to call it Edison.
Boom.
I like it.
Yeah, but an E isn't as cool looking as that T.
No, but I'm going to do, it's going to be like this, like a trident.
Or you're
Yeah.
going to
I'm
turn it,
going to
turn it
flip
on
it
its
on
back.
its script. Yep. On
Yep.
its spine.
And Steve might try to fuck it when he's dead.
You don't want to throw shit up in the air.
Better watch it. So how was the drive then?
It
Does Cody have a mic?
Dude,
Can I just ask the guy that drove it?
He does have a mic.
Yeah. What's
Okay.
up?
Oh, you were looking at me when you asked the question.
How's the experience?
Did you have sex with Steven while you were driving?
No, I didn't. No, unfortunately. But no, the car's great. Besides political stuff, no judging, I guess. But yeah, I'll have Steve kind of tell the story. Though.
So you got to get in, and you're like, and then you sit down, and how you get it to go is it's like, Mr. Musk, will you take me to Travis's? And then he comes back and
He comes back and says, 9. Oh, we were all thinking that this is smart enough one.
I love how
I wasn't thinking it.
I love how okay or yes in a German accent wasn't going to be a good enough
No.
joke. Like it had to be like a for sure German.
you know
No.
he's
Yep.
he's South African, right? He's not.
What?
He's not German. He's South African.
Okay. I mean, so was Obama, and I liked him. So. Maybe he was Middle African. I'm not sure. I never saw his birth certificate because he refused to show it. So you guys can always count on me to bring back the Facebook drama from 12 years ago.
That thing.
Oliver Peterson.
So he throws the thing in reverse, or I don't know what he did. The damn thing starts backing out of my driveway, like backing out, like, and it's turning onto the road and everything else. And fucking look at the computer screen.
And
I
Cody's
can
got
see-
2 dicks in his hand. It's not him.
I can see where every car is parked in my freaking neighborhood. It's ridiculous. And the thing just takes off and starts heading. He's not even touching the wheel. That's stupid. in a cool way.
It's
the only
funny.
thing it fucked up, I will say,
This is the
it
first
fucked
time
up.
trying that too, by the way. With
You had Steve in the car.
Like, as you pass people's houses, you can see where their cars are parked in their driveways.
Yeah, it's cool. When we drove, we finally got one on our car lot, and when we drove it down the road, we saw these big orange cones on the screen, and I'm like, what's that orange cone? And then you look on the actual road, and that's where the fire hydrant was. And you're like, oh, it knows where things are. It's just weird.
Yeah, it does. It did fuck up and thought that my...
I know where all the fire hydrants are. Nobody thinks I'm cool. So
it did not fuck up.
It thought that the travel trailer at that one house was a semi.
I knew that there was something fucking big.
But it didn't know that someone was there. Something was there.
Steve the whole time.
And then it pulled out into 4 lanes, turning left.
It did. It took the busier... okay, so it could have went to the light, and it decided, fuck the light. I'm going to go out and make a left on fucking M120
Oh yeah.
by my house.
Yep.
And I'm like, holy shit, this thing's going to do this by itself? Fucking did it by itself.
So what? You're just like,
Yeah.
Yeah?
If I'm not paying attention though, it like knows, and then
It does.
it'll like warn you, like, hey, we're gonna stop this if you're not paying attention. to
Wake
the road.
up, Cody.
Yeah.
And it's quick.
What year is it?
2024.
Okay, so new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the damn thing, it feels torquey as shit, and it's pretty cool. I'm not like a big electric car enthusiast,
Right.
but I'm fascinated with them for sure.
Yeah.
And I think this thing is pretty cool.
Yeah, super cool.
interesting.
I have never been in one, so
Yeah.
maybe someday.
I've always been a fan. It's always been honestly like a dream to have a Tesla for me. So I was super excited that they're more affordable now for sure. And we're gonna have one nice car and then kind of a backup car.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't really drive much, so it all worked out really nice.
Perfect.
And do they still have is it the like credit card is just the key? Like, do they still do that style?
Yep, I have like the credit card thing, and then also like if I have my phone, and I, like,
You can
walk
download
into
the thing on your phone. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
it. Yeah,
Wow.
very very cool.
Cody's living in the future.
He is.
Yep.
Well, Steve finally paid me, so
You remember a couple of weeks ago when he said he quit?
He's done.
He's back. he needs that extra money now to make this payment.
It's all that big money we're giving him.
So, total side note, I just got the most adorable picture of my 3-year-old nephew holding the karaoke machine we sent him for his birthday with a really nice message from my sister. And I'm going, hey, you remember that microphone you bought my daughter? Boom, this one has 2 microphones. I love being an asshole. Cody always wanted a Tesla, and I knew that about him. I was super pumped when he rolled up today because he's been talking about it for a long time. Happy for you, Cody.
thank you.
And I'm happy for the Roadhead you can now get safely.
No, he can't.
Coming off the new Another Path album, Safe Roadhead by Tesla. Actually, no, we're going to do it, but we're going to do it, okay. So here's what we're going to do.
Funny to watch his gears turn.
We're going to take Signs by Tesla.
Oh.
And we are going to do a parody about getting Safe Roadhead in a Tesla to that song.
The damn thing told me when I said it. The damn thing told me when I said it, you got to lose some weight.
Oh, hey, Tubby.
He gets in, and I'm like, you can go on the screen and try to adjust it. It's like, can't move.
It was like, please remove yourself from the vehicle if you want to adjust the seat. We can't handle it. The gears are not.
Only one person per passenger seat
The
at a
gears
time.
are not.
All of a sudden you hear, psh, and it's putting more air in the tires.
Which apparently you will have to replace more than normal tires because those cars are so heavy because of the batteries, from what I've heard.
Dude, I'm happy for you too. That's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. We'll have to go for a ride.
So
That's great.
I'm driving home.
Justin Aquila wants to know if the range went down when Steve got in.
Yep.
The range went down.
I had to go into tow mode.
That's mean.
Aw, that's not nice.
mean.
The screen said, "Don't get a Hummer while you're driving my car." Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
Pete has
So-
checked out from the episode and is now writing his parody.
It's going in his head right now.
So Courtney came to me
She didn't come with you. We know that.
last over a week ago and says, "Hey, my she goes to church while I do the podcast. She goes, the church is
This is like church.
offering a couples course, marriage course
Oh yeah,
on Monday nights for like 8 weeks."
been there.
And she's like, "Do you want to do this with me?" And I'm like,
Are they gonna shove bamboo shoots under my fingernails? Because yes.
I was like, hey, whatever you want, baby. If you think that this is important to you, if you want me to go teach these people how to be married. And she's like, "No, that's not what I'm asking. I want you to be in the class." I'm like, "Oh, well, I didn't."
She just wants to send you without her because you're the one that needs work. Hey, Steve, you want to go to this class? Sure. Okay, well, here's the information. I'm going to get my nails done. Go be a better husband.
So last Monday I went to the first class.
Oh, it's already started.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
One class or one session or whatever you want to call it.
She told him they were going to Northside for pizza. And when they went through the light at the intersection, well, where are we going? We're going to marriage class, Stephen. While she was driving his Jeep because he's alpha. So.
And it's so strange doing this with a woman.
It'd be totally normal if I were doing it with a man.
Where's all the men?
Are there going to be any cool guys in this class?
Steve made her ride on the back of the Harley just in case there was other guys there.
First thing we do is we both get a list of things we have to rate our marriage on. Like a 0 is like as bad as it gets, and a 4 I think was as good as it gets. So an example question would be like, how well do you think we communicate? 0 or 4, right? And you know me, I handle this the same way I handle toy reviews. Do I ever give anything a 10? No, because nothing's perfect, right? So I'm like, the best we're gonna get here is a 3, and that because you could always improve, right? I could always improve. She could definitely improve. And so.
Fuck.
So
sorry, Courtney.
and then like 20. So there was like 20 questions, and of course it was like, how good is your sex life, and how well do you communicate what you want in bed? These questions are on this, and I'm in a church.
Yeah.
And I'm, I'm raised Catholic. You don't say these things in a church, but this is one of those like
Courtney's like drawing pictures on hers of what she wants.
this is one of these new fancy churches with electric guitars and shit. So they eat in the church and do all this kind of stuff that I would never ever dream of doing.
If it's not the blood of Christ, I'm not eating it. Give me a wafer.
All right, so we're in there, and then after we're done, we swap and we compare what she thinks versus what I think.
I'm getting anxiety
you
already.
guys, they want you to fight week 1.
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
They just brought in a divorce specialist. Like, how do we drum up business? Let's give these 2 people a questionnaire.
And I just think it's funny how analytically I would look at the questions and how she would look at the questions with her heart.
Stupid hearts.
Damn feelings.
I would pick out like one word in the sentence. I'd be like, okay, so no, it says, how do you mostly agree with our plans for the future? And I'm like, mostly. She's going, I didn't even notice the word mostly. And I'm like, well, that changes the whole thing. That could be a 2 or a 4. I mean, that you can't look at the question that way.
Pastor, this is why she got a 0 on attention to detail.
Communication 0.
Pastor, do you see what I'm dealing with here?
This is why I'm going to become a blow ghost.
At some point, Steve just goes, God damn it, snaps his pencil. I'm out.
I did say to her at one point, I'm like, can I just start yelling at you and leave? Just so everybody here. It's like, God damn it, this is why we're getting a damn divorce! You slut! Freaking walk out.
And you should have
I'll be like,
explained to
everybody
her.
think it's hilarious.
No, but you could have explained to her that by you doing that, you might have saved at least 1 or 2 marriages. Like, because there's other ones that are like on the rocks, and they're like, wait a minute,
We're not as bad as them.
not as bad as that guy.
A 2? I got a 2 in this? I bet you gave Joe from accounting a 4 based on the video I saw.
He was my godson, and you brought him into our bed.
Our marital bed.
He's only 15.
I was talking about a fucking guy she works with in the accounting department, and he just took a turn.
He goes dark. He goes real dark. The things he thinks about.
I don't know why all of a sudden it had to get criminal, Steve. That got weird.
Just the thoughts that go through his head.
It's just jokes.
And why was the dog there?
It's just jokes.
He waits for so long for the dog to roll onto its back. Because most dogs don't do that often. So it's just,
My dog does.
That's why the dog is obese, because he's constantly giving it treats to get it to roll over.
I'm going to missionary ghost that dog.
Oh fuck.
So we're comparing answers, and this is like, I'm just like, okay, I'm a 2, you're a 3, you're a 4, I'm a 1, blah blah blah, and I'm like, and she's like, I didn't think things were this bad. And I'm like, I'm like, they're not. And she goes, well, your view of things is way worse than mine.
You're like, mine's realistic.
I'm like, yeah, I'm just putting down. I mean, and I had to explain to her. I'm like, a 4's off the limits for me. You're not going to get a 4. Okay.
Really? You could have been going down on me while I filled this out and still only gotten a 3.5. So
I understand I gave it a 5, but you could have gave a 4.
So
4's as high as they went.
Oh, it was just a 4?
It was 0 to 4. So it
gotcha.
actually is 5 points because they included 0.
And nothing in your relationship is perfect.
Nothing in your relationship is ever perfect, right?
this last conversation is exactly why in between presentations to Farm Bureau yesterday about agricultural rescue, I went over to the sheet of paper and crossed off as part of my bio that is read aloud. You can hear him on his weekly podcast talking about the things he likes. I'm like, Jonathan, you're never writing my bio again, ever. And I fucking Sharpied that one line out of my bio for the second presentation. He's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't want anybody to fucking listen to that.
So how did it end up?
They're divorced. She is dating the pastor now. So
actually, it's fine. After we talked afterwards, and I'm like, you know what? I think that was good for you. I'll continue to
support you in your journey of growth.
So tomorrow night, boys, it's Monday again.
Ooh.
I'm only going to be able to attend half of these because I got board meetings every other Monday night. But I'm able to attend 2 in a row this time, and so tomorrow night I get to go on another adventure, and we can talk about things. And
Is Courtney going to go when you can't go?
I don't know. I think it would be weird because how this thing works is it shows you. Let's say it gives you a 20-minute video and tells you about some aspect, and then it will give you homework, and then if you say, all right, take 20 minutes to take out your book and go through these questions with your partner. Well, if she's got no
book, you're a fucking cock, man.
So that 20 minutes, you and your partner are supposed to go back and forth, and I'm not there to go back and forth with. So
if she goes without you,
yeah, you want to go with her?
I would love to. But if she goes without you, I just want to tell you, when you walk in there the next week and all those people are looking at you like that, just think about the things she said about you.
I cannot wait to find out that after 2 weeks of Steven attending this, something's gonna occur in the third week while he's not here. Husband's gonna do something dumb, and one of the wives gonna go, he just Steved me.
I think Travis should go in my stead and try to be as much like me as possible. Like, answer how you think I would answer.
That could be entertaining. That could be really
and
entertaining.
film it.
I want you
and
to
put it on Patreon.
Travis,
the whole time.
Hey, Travis.
What kind of dog you got?
Travis, we really appreciate you coming tonight, but you can't answer butt stuff for everything.
Oh, he's trying to be me.
Yes.
What you,
Power
Steve?
Missionary.
If you could have choices between any sexual position tonight, what is it, Steve?
Missionary.
Boom, he's got it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
And then he inadvertently gets signed up to pay $500 to go on a mission trip to Haiti.
That's the next vacation pictures of Travis. It's him and Steve's family in Haiti. Putting a school together for little kids. It's like, this was not the same missionary.
Not really what I meant.
You've done mission trips, right?
Yeah.
Where did you go? Puerto Rico? No, that's where you came from. Where did you go for your mission trip?
Well, for Youth with a Mission, we were in Kenya and Rwanda for 3 months.
Okay.
Did
Did you stay in a hotel in Rwanda?
No.
Okay.
No, we stayed at a church.
So Don Cheadle wasn't there?
No, he was not there. And then I lived in Las Vegas for 3 months doing that type of stuff. California, Pismo Beach.
Which mission were you on while your
In Las
wife
Vegas?
was pregnant?
Yeah, that's the one where I ran away. I don't know if your listeners might not know this.
Well, that's why I brought it up. I mean, they should know. This is an alpha move.
After
This is why we're friends.
after what was it? We were driving to go get hot and readies from Little Caesars with me and 3 of my buddies because we each get one hot and ready, right? And she called me and she said, "Hey, I'm pregnant." And
You said bullshit.
so then
Whose baby is that?
Not when I go to another country.
That's what I said when Courtney was
So,
pregnant
yeah.
with Claire. Whose is it?
I just made sure I was home. I was back in the country within 9 months, essentially. What happened? I mean,
So what do you tell her? You say, oh, you're pregnant. I'm leaving.
yeah, I mean, kind of. Yeah.
Did she already know you were leaving? Like
No, it was planned after. It was planned because of that.
He said he ran away.
Yeah, like I don't know how you know how running away works, but
I just want
Something happened.
Faced with a situation you don't like,
and
you make a
then
decision.
you run away.
But the problem is with that. That's dirty pool, because you're like, it's a mission trip for God. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, right. Like her family, like her whole entire family was like, this motherfucker. Oh,
It's for God?
right?
Oh,
you got knocked
Yeah.
up.
Like you're not fighting fair at that point.
You
know
got
what I
knocked
mean?
up by a saint.
I made sure I still came out clean on the other side. Is what I'm saying.
He dropped her off crazy bread.
And it's amazing how clean I came out, considering how dirty I got her before I left.
Oh yeah.
So this is for all you young people that listen to the show. None of them. None.
Dusty's young. Dusty's listening.
Dusty's listening.
He's like 25, give or take.
So
What? For real?
Dusty's as young as you are gullible. Go ahead, Steve.
this is how you roll with a woman. They love a guy that leaves them. You know, you get, it's not like oh, I'm pregnant and blah blah blah. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna stay beside your side and I'm gonna hold your hand and blah blah blah, and I'll hold your hair back while you're puking for the morning. So it's like, nope, I'm getting the fuck out of here. You'll be lucky if I come back.
I really am the bitch.
Boom.
Yeah, we had our dog, and she was fine. My parents were here. Her parents were here.
Meanwhile, you're gallivanting with Jesus.
So I want to know. So you obviously are contemplating things, as you leave and go on to this trip, right? So did you make the whole mission trip about you? Like some kid's like telling you about how he's starving, and he's like, you know what though? I knocked up a girl at home, and I'm gonna be a dad. So did you make it all about you?
No. Few people knew
Oh, okay.
that I was with.
Because you didn't want to tell them that you're a blasphemer and you're
No, they already knew that.
premarital.
Yeah, Matthew.
It was basically picture me with the full head of hair. Like they already knew what kind of guy I was.
Matthew was like the living embodiment of that one meme. Like, just so you know, we use clean water to rinse excess food off our plates.
Yeah.
To these little Ethiopian kids, that are all wearing Buffalo Bills three-peat championship.
Did you try
t-shirts.
to? Did you try to like push out your belly so it looked as distended as the little kids?
There
they
was
didn't feel bad?
There was a little kid. I should share the picture with you guys. There was this little kid, and he had a knitted, it was knitted, Ninja Turtles green Ninja Turtles sweater with like each color across for the bandana, so it had like the eyes on it, but it was like a full like it super weird looking little kid. We open the gates. You go into this orphanage and it's like all glass on the top, shards of the walls. Like you have to go in there in the bus and gates and everything. And I meet this little kid, and he's running across the parking lot. Well, it was a parking lot. It was like their playground. Like it was just concrete. No, I'm not.
He describes it as a parking lot.
No,
it was their playground though.
Well, because it was all concrete. But then they did have like the jungle gym stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it was
so
all
they did have some
concrete.
stuff they could get.
We don't
hurt
care
on.
if these poor kids crack their head open when they fall off the swing.
And so he's running towards me, and he's wearing this. I'm like, that's a Ninja Turtle sweater. That's cool. He had no pants. His little wiener was hanging out. And he runs up and gives you a hug, and you're like, oh, this kid's a cute little kid. And his wiener is on
His
me
bow
right
staff is touching me.
Oh, he was only 5, so it was a sigh, but yeah.
Oh, man. Those are the days.
What are we doing?
Those were the days. I didn't go down this path.
What is it we're doing here? Like in
sorry.
life in general, in the podcast world.
I don't know.
I
just keep showing up.
This is the thing. I used to listen to this show before coming here in preparation because there was organization, there was questions, there was topics and comments.
still
Oh,
is.
we're going to talk about the movies and
Yeah, we're
the
gonna-
comics and the toys.
Still do that.
And I'm driving up here and I realize I was so stupid to prepare for you guys. That's how naive I used to be. So Pete texts, or we talked this weekend, and he's like, "Yeah, you should come up." And I'm like, "Yeah, that'll be cool." The family's gone for the weekend; they're doing travel stuff, and so I'm driving up here. Now, yeah, I realized I was dumb.
Rachel just found out that Matt is pregnant, so she left.
A grape and a green bean.
A grape and a green bean.
That's another song on the
Grape and a green bean.
Grape and a green bean.
She pulled down my grape and a green bean.
You're talking about a guy with one nut.
Yeah.
He has one nut.
I had a guy I went to school with.
The grape and a green bean.
Got his nutsack caught on a chain link fence. And
I was
going to
move your toys, people.
And it was right around the time of like Ted Kaczynski, so we all called him a uniballer.
I related to that fucker.
Ted Kaczynski or
Yeah,
my friend with one nut?
Ted Kaczynski.
I can see that. If anybody I
Fucker
know
was
is
a
going to be,
genius.
if anybody I know becomes a hermit, it's
was.
you.
Certifiable. He was like he had like a freaking MIT degree or some shit. He was a freaking genius.
You
Anyway.
done some research on your uncle?
There's a great documentary on Netflix.
All of the guys that he admires, have you ever noticed
They're
that?
always smart. They're always smart.
They're smart. They're smart.
They're either really smart guys or they're gorillas in a documentary.
I mean, come on, you guys. You got to give credit where credit's due. Bundy literally escaped out of the courthouse.
He jumped out the fucking window.
He was in the courthouse, and he charmed them into leaving him alone, unrestrained in the courthouse library. He jumps out the window, kills 16 more. I mean, come on.
He
Credit.
literally crawled into a girl's school and murdered some girls and came back and was like, What? I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
He's covered in blood. Like, what? It's ketchup. I had a hot dog.
All right, toy news. We've got a lot of toys to talk about.
There's a lot of toys to talk about.
Behind schedule.
Way behind schedule.
Oh, shit.
We'll get through these.
No, we won't.
I mean, some we're going to have to just fly through.
Super
Yeah, because we're notorious for that.
Holy shit.
Dude, Toy Fair!
It's Toy Fair. Okay,
Yeah.
I knew there was a couple shows where stuff were getting revealed this weekend.
Was there any more?
Yeah, I had to delete some because they were out of order and I didn't add all the pictures to them. So, and it has to tell you, deleted message. It's like 18 pictures that were deleted. Is that?
You know what one of the worst feelings in the world is? When you get a deleted message from a hot chick.
When you slide your hand on a woman's pants and feel nuts. I thought you were asking what the worst feeling in the world is. Because at that point, you're already, if you got your hand on her pants, you're already revved up, and you're like, I guess we're doing this.
I was gonna say, are you under the table because your hand hit the nuts first? Like, because when you hit the penis first, like if you were sliding in from the top.
It's a long sack. He
a
tucks
great
it up.
Like I'm just saying, like if you put your hand in the pants.
Yeah, you might get
I think I inadvertently went song lyric. That's why I skipped.
This is what happens when I
Put your
try to
hands
stay
down
on
my
topic.
pants. I bet you'll feel nuts.
What's the first one? Do you know?
Yeah, it was the first one that you did.
No, but it's like messing up. Is this in it still?
That's not in the
Holy
first one. The first
shit.
one was the Four Horsemen thing.
That was my buddy.
Yeah, but are these photos that we're going through?
Yes, those will be. Yeah.
So I just have to find the first one.
1-6 Shooter says you can skip over the Motu stuff.
We can go through it pretty fast.
Is this old?
That's new.
No, that's
This is
new.
all new.
Let me know when I get there.
Keep going.
Oh man. I'm sorry.
That's
I just want to
old.
apologize to you guys.
That's old.
I feel like it's my fault that Steve
That's
got off topic.
That's the first thing.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So right here.
Right? Yeah, that thing.
Toy news. Do you guys have a jingle for that? still,
Nope,
or
Jeremy
no?
hasn't made one yet. He's slacking.
Toy news, toy news, toy news, toy news. Time to snooze. Because we're going to talk about Motu.
No, we're not.
Nope.
Not right
Nap
now,
time with Jeremy.
Four Horsemen made a legendary barbarian that's going to be available at all their live shows in 2025. Want to know what he looks like? Check it out. Boom.
It's amazing.
It's basically Conan, He-Man, beard guy.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna catch some slack. I'm gonna catch some slack. I'm gonna catch some flack for it.
Say it.
I don't like the face. I'm
I
just
do.
not a fan.
No,
How come?
it's too rugged.
Like this.
No, I don't. It just.
I'm sorry.
When I looked at it, I was like, did they just repaint the Frankenstein's creature face and put hair on it?
It's aggressive. It's aggressive angles, is what you're saying.
It,
like the
it looks
aggressive
a lot
angles.
like Conan
It does.
because of that.
Yeah.
To me.
I'm so excited they're doing this. I love that helmeted head, but this face just doesn't do it for me. And maybe it's my hatred of Motu spilling through. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, people are pumped for it. I'm glad they did it, but that right there, that is amazing.
I think it's more of a Conan look than a
Yeah,
He-Man look.
definitely,
I mean, the
definitely.
blonde
Yeah.
hair is very fun, and I'm glad that we have
See,
it.
and I didn't even see the blonde hair at first, so I immediately looked at it and went, "Oh, wow, that could be a He-Man." But then, like, yeah, when I saw the blonde, I went, "Oh, they actually
see,
have the option for a He-Man."
This angle of the face, I like a lot more than the previous shots, and it hit me funny. I don't know why.
Dude, I totally
know?
get it. I understand what you're saying. This is a very rough,
Yeah,
like
Caveman-esque kinda, yeah.
I totally
and
understand.
that's
what
what
you're
I
saying.
and that's what I absolutely fucking love. About
I do
it.
too. It just reminds me of Conan. Like,
And it's not like it's a quality issue or a sculpt issue or a paint issue. It's just for whatever reason, the way it hit me, I'm like, I'm not a fan.
For us to have those boots and those legs, I mean, that's the swashbuckling barbarian look that I think is so fun. So this is like, this feels like such a long time coming for me to see this configuration able to be had.
Which is so. It's hard to. I understand what you're saying, but it's like, man, we have had great barbarians.
Absolutely.
Yes, but we have not had legendary.
And but
Yeah.
what you're saying too, it confirms. It's like you've had 10 years of Four Horsemen, and you haven't gotten this figure yet. You feel like, I mean, and other companies want to make Conan-ish type figures, but it's like, yeah, why haven't the Four? Like, no, they got to it and they got it right, but they haven't done it for 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, so, like now we're getting that blonde, we're getting that brown hair. Who said that character? I think Bob
Thundar.
Riger, Thundar.
Thundar, yeah. that's right.
Thundar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a mix of Thundar,
Where, like,
He-Man,
if
and
you put-
Conan.
If you put that brown hair head on, and then you give him like a vest, like you can buy a little piece of like cloth, like gray,
Yeah, furry vest.
Yeah, furry vest.
Did you guys see the render someone did where they painted him blue?
Yeah, the faker look.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
looks
with
fucking
that
awesome.
the red, the brownish reddish
Yep.
hair. Oh god,
There's
dang.
even black hair.
What's that?
There's even black hair.
Yeah,
Yep.
The black hair is That's how he'll be displayed in my collection. For
I will
sure.
have more than one of this guy, but
Yeah.
there'll be a black. There might be all three.
Now, let's actually the next best part of this figure is the fact that it's literally going to be at MSKCon.
Yeah.
Like
That's so cool.
We're going to have this figure in our hand in a month, and that's really fucking exciting.
Yep.
It's at ZoloCon right now,
Yep.
and there's really nothing between Zolo and MSKCon, right?
I think is the Atlanta Toylanta?
I don't know when that
I
is.
feel like that's before, but I'm not 100%.
I feel like it's
sure.
before also.
Yep. So just
No, its debut is at MSKCon, guys.
The only place to get this figure. There's only one place all year long. It's never going to be anywhere
Yeah.
again.
well, and I just so
In fact, what we have left over, if we have any left over at MSKCon, we're instructed to burn them.
So that a little bit of toy drama to go along with this one, and I know we got a lot of toys to get through, but this is definitely going to be the best one we see all day. The
You're not wrong.
people upset about it being exclusive to the shows. People complain.
I don't. You know what? I'm so sick and tired of you guys talking about people complaining. That doesn't happen. Cabal above all, y'all.
This is, in my opinion, one of those things that makes Four Horsemen is great as a company. They're like, this is going to help drive people to our live shows, which is great for the live show, great for the company, great for vendors at those shows. Then they're going to put them online, available at the end of the year. They might sell out. That could happen at the end of the year. Matter of fact, I'm sure they will sell out. But regardless, you're going to get your opportunity. I also, when people get on there and go, don't buy from eBay, you're going to get your chance. You're going to get your chance. I hate when people say that shit. I'm like, if somebody wants to go buy one from eBay for $150, let them go buy it.
Do you care if
Yeah.
someone else wants to say?
The thing is, but the Four Horsemen understand, and just from and like how Pete runs his show and I run my show, is that
Oh, you mean into the ground?
realistically, nothing beats buying this stuff in person and hanging out with your friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yes, like Travis said, buy it online if you want to, pay triple the price, whatever. You can't get to the shows. But the people complaining about this being a show-driven figure itself and being at each, they're not saying, hey, we're going to bring 1,000 of these to the first show each year, and as they go out throughout the year, we get less and less inventory. No, they said we're going to have inventory at every single show that we appear at. And we want you guys to come to that show and buy this figure and get to feel what these shows feel like for some of the people that don't go. Because honestly, a lot of us, like, you know, some of us have anxiety. Some of us don't like being out in public. Some of us don't like those things. When you meet these people at these shows, when you meet these people at these shows, you realize, like, no, it's a family. It's a cool event. It's so you socialize. You get to know people. All that other stuff that goes along with it. So, like, I think that they understand that nothing beats buying a figure in person. Period.
Speaking of MSKCon, two big things, big announcements. We're going to drop them right now. One, MSKCon's promoter and mastermind has finally been able to remove his head from his ass and has brought on a partner to run MSKCon moving forward. And he
I accept.
is Jeremy DeWitt.
Yay!
Son of a bitch.
Look
So
at this.
presented to him last week, and he accepted. Moving forward, he is going to be my right hand man and hopefully my left hand man because I'm useless. Second big thing. We're going to have that new figure at MSKCon. I just via text got confirmation from Jeremy frigging Gerard that the dragon is not going to be there because they're free. So, two big announcements today. But on a side note, I wasn't nervous about asking Jeremy, but I was a little bit nervous, and he graciously accepted to partner up with me and be part of MSKCon in a much more official capacity. And
You kind of gave me the
appreciate it.
keys, and I knew you were busy, so I'm like handling shit when I didn't have shit to do, and I'm like, I keep having to message him like, hey man, maybe you want to take care of this or something, like, you know.
And he said, "You're the man."
And finally, he's like, you know what? I'm so sick of him fucking messaging me. You handle it.
He just wore me down.
Did you ask him before he got a job or no?
Nope. You had the interview.
Yep.
And then you got offered the job the following week.
Yes.
But so he's gonna be doing a bunch of the stuff that he's already doing. He's just gonna help me keep track of things a little bit better. it's very easy for me to get pulled in different directions. And so having somebody that has a little bit more stability, I know nobody's ever used that word to describe Jeremy. No. But, so yes,
No.
so I'm very excited about the future of M.A.S.K and having his help. It's been a long time coming. So
Awesome.
yeah. So yeah, again, and yes, the dragon not going to be at M.A.S.K.
Not going to be there.
You know the thing,
But Jeremy will.
the thing too about these shows that I think is key. Okay, so we've been doing this podcast now 10 years, right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I believe this year is the 10th year.
We were doing it before Mythic Legions,
Yes. Okay.
and they're on their 10th anniversary.
Yes. So if you think about it, shows is the reason we all became friends for the most part. Pete and I obviously knew each other. Cody and I somewhat, I would say, but
He invited me over, and I actually showed up because of Heidi. But yeah, so
Yeah, I mean, I met all you guys
didn't know
through
ya.
M.A.S.K.
exactly, like that is the wild part, right? Like, and so I go to these shows, like experience meeting people, hanging out with people. I just think there's such a huge benefit to hanging out with people that like a lot of the same shit as you do. With that said, there's also going to be this exclusive barbarian there that is worth picking up.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah. If anything, go for that.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
anybody wants to message me and ask me if I can get one for them, no.
M.A.S.K would be more than happy to pick one up for you. Price of the figure plus 20 plus shipping. It's got to be friends and family. So let me know.
All right, so I just want to give a little point of view back to the whole don't buy on eBay thing, because we were talking about that and then Pete took over. But
When did
you
we
got to
talk
look
about
at this. You got to look at this from a different point of view, and I've said this before, but it's been quite a few years. When you buy something for an elevated price on eBay, that person, when I do that person has become my employee. He's my employee. I paid that little bitch to go to the fucking con for me, to fucking pay for it, wait in line if there's a line, pick it up, bring it home safely, put it in a box, and ship it to me. He's my bitch, all right? I got employees all over eBay that'll do that shit for me. If somebody wants to go spend that money because they don't want to get their ass up, go to the con, have fun, do this shit, they don't want to do that. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong for my employee to ask as much as he wants, because I'm either going to fire him or I'm going to hire him. All depends on his price.
Yeah.
So I don't see what the big deal is. I don't know why people care.
No.
Get your own employees.
I also feel like we should, as a group, at some point, make ZoloCon.
I already did.
And
You guys
honestly,
can go. I'd like to go back. It's a great show.
The other side of things, and this is a very real thing. We've been trying to figure out the best ways that we can give back to our Patreon people. And I'm going to post that on Patreon. If people want this figure and they can't be at M.A.S.K, I will gladly buy that figure and ship it to them just on their dime for the shipping, no overages or nothing, as a benefit of, hey, if you're in our Patreon, this is an opportunity that you can get, because I think that's a nice gesture. And I don't think we're going to get 70 people that are going to want to do it.
Unless there's limits.
That's will be the question,
Right, and maybe there's limits for Mortal Man, but when you are the mastermind of the con, either you get a booth or you don't. If you want a booth, you sell me figures. I mean, it's pretty easy. So, and if I got to fucking bring my junkyard dog out on you, I've got him now. So,
Don't roll over.
I didn't get angry. I didn't get scared. I got hard just now. So,
Hey, as long as I'm taking care of him, it doesn't matter how I do it.
All right. The next. No problem.
McFarlane Toys are making Mortal Kombat Classic and have a TMNT reveal. So it looks like they're making old school Mortal Kombat figures from the original games. So they're not all dolled up and fancy looking. They got, oh wow, well, these pictures came out huge. Wherever I saved them. Yeah, those are probably better.
look at, they're just like Travis's dick.
Wherever
Tiny,
I
but
saved
super
them from,
detailed.
they are super tiny. But anyway.
And from the videos I've seen, Travis, it's pretty highly articulated.
He's got a topographical penis.
So some 7-inch
And I'm
figures.
kidding. Travis's dick is bigger than mine. I'm not. I'm just being funny. I'm not being honest.
Whoa, Jeremy.
Trying.
I think we all have the same size dick. It's just our bodies are bigger and smaller.
So
Every penis in the world is the exact same
Yeah.
size.
Sorry to
it's
break
all
to you.
perspective.
Yep, it's all perspective.
So it's just like when they take a picture of a new a new action figure and they put it next to other ones, so you get a scale reference. It's just bodies.
I wonder how big
This is why we can't
Scorpion's
get
dick is.
sponsors.
I'm getting tired of Ninja
We're
Turtle
just getting
stuff.
the wrong
said it.
sponsors.
So
What the fuck?
Yeah, I keep hearing that.
Is that your phone?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, he's got the volume
Oh,
turned up. On his phone.
You can't hear it.
He can't hear it because he's got headphones on.
I guess the page puncher thing is going to be based on the IDW comics anyway. Moving on, 5K toys. There's this Dark Knight figure. I don't know if anyone knows who that is, but
Batman.
he's definitely just Dark Knight.
And Thanos, Batman.
Thanos chin.
Yeah, he's a 1/12 Dark Vigilante cloth action figure. And he looks like Batman from The Dark Knight. And I think that's actually pretty badass. It's one of the cooler Batman
Those jowls
stories.
really make him look like he's been on some steroids.
It reminds
Yeah.
me more Thomas Wayne
Yeah.
when they did that.
It reminds me of the bad guy in the movie The Mask with Jim Carrey. So
Not to do this.
But here we go.
I know we moved on from the last picture, but so is McFarlane really losing? They're losing the DC.
I know that Mattel is gaining it.
Yeah,
so I
Mattel is
assume.
getting, so now this is what's happened is McFarlane is we're gonna do
Mortal Kombat and
Ninja
Turtles.
You know, they're now going into a different realm because their DC days are done.
I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
we'll see, right?
time will
It
tell.
was good. I mean, I haven't followed it at all, but from what I've seen, good marks and people enjoy what he's done for DC.
Yeah,
Correct?
I think if you're a DC fan, you have actually really enjoyed. Don't get me wrong, there are too many Batmans, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I think people have been really happy.
Yeah.
With
Well, let's
the
be fair.
McFarlane choice.
There's too many of every figure that
Oh,
comes out lately. So
Oh, we needed more Mortal Kombat and Ninja Turtles.
Right.
So, like, I mean, yeah.
yeah,
All right. This thing looks cool. No way I'm buying it.
no way I'm buying it either. But I thought he looked amazing, so I wanted to give it some love.
Expensive?
I believe it's $99.
Oh, and it was what? I'm sorry.
1/12.
Okay.
1/12
Which
cloth.
what did we find out the
it's
other
like a
day?
M.A.S.K,
What's-
right?
Yeah, I'd say M.A.S.K. Yeah.
Yep. So you can throw 15 down on it and then pay the rest later. Second payment's 84 plus shipping. Quarter 4 of this year, and that's Chaos 002. Is that? Yeah, 5K toys. So, yep. There was some GI Joe. We have Firefighter,
There you go, Pete.
Whoa!
Search and Rescue.
Look at you.
He's in doing other stuff.
Deep.
He doesn't care.
He's deep.
I literally grabbed
That's
this
cool.
for him.
Yeah. Do you guys have
Maverick sent it to me. It's super cool. I'm sure I'll grab it. But yeah,
I probably won't.
Yeah. I mean, I
I don't like the tool, and this is where I'll be a tool.
Is that a leaf
Is
blower?
that a
Yeah, it's a leaf blower.
That's exactly it.
It looks like a leaf blower.
It's
I will buy
the
that.
Jaws of Life that they painted up to look like a goddamn K-12 saw or some shit, and I don't like that. But
So was this a GI Joe character, or are they just making a firefighter
Well, no,
in that
it
style?
might have been a character back in the 1/6 stuff back in the old days.
Maybe they did make a fireman.
Yes.
Oh, so you're saying like the
Yeah.
doll
12
versions? Okay.
Maybe they did.
yes, they had in 12-inch scale. They had a firefighter that looked very much like this.
Okay,
black
all
turnout
right.
gear and yep.
Okay.
If only
no,
they had
this is
a
something
city
be-
water person.
Well, the firefighter's pretty much useless without that guy. So
That guy's just sitting behind a desk.
Having his secretary do all of his
It
work.
comes with
Yes.
a chair.
I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the guys that go out there and do this
He's
stuff
talking about the real heroes.
Oh,
under my direction.
Under his secretary's
Yeah,
direction.
the last time that we had an issue with a hydrant on a scene, one of the firefighters fixed it because the DPW guys couldn't figure it out. So
Well, that's not on my world how it works.
So
who's
I
this-
don't know
who's
any
this
of the names of these characters.
Televiper.
So,
Can you
okay.
put a storch fitting on this for us? Okay.
Flint.
I was gonna say, is that Flint? I think I might know that one.
That's Flint, and that's classic Flint. I like it. It's much better than the other Flint.
And what are these? I can't remember what they're calling this line.
Why do I know it?
Yeah.
I say it all the time.
Yep.
Retro.
Retro. And people, I mean,
The retro line is solid.
people are
It
absolutely
is-
loving the retro line.
Yeah. A lot of my favorite figures are the retro figures. Yeah, we got Televiper over there, which is cool because you can only get that with the Trouble Bubble. So if anybody did want an army build, plus it looks like they're giving you the extra heads with it and everything. So,
Who's the girl?
Cover Girl.
Cover girl.
She's
hot. Maybe it's Maybelline.
The blonde-haired Cover Girl, which was that comic book? Because the toy
Are
was
you asking me? Why the fuck would I know that?
Toy was a
cartoon.
rat head, yeah. It's
Cartoon
probably
was
later.
blonde as
Yep.
well, I think, or maybe it even flip-flopped. Maybe she was dark-haired in the early episodes. Baseball hat, I don't like. I'm gonna do the long hair and
This looks like somebody took this picture because of the thing in the background.
that's things.
Hold on, I gotta get a quick picture on it.
I just turned the camera just a little bit.
Yeah, got him.
you sly dog.
I didn't even notice those memories.
Real quick. The reason that artists are devalued is because of people like Rodriguez. He's been drawing for about 6 minutes, and he has a full awesome figure here. And then people are like, "I put a lot of time into my art. You need to pay me more." No, you don't. You're all liars because I just watched him do this in 6 minutes. Yeah. So Rodriguez is fucking you all over. Just so
That
you
is
guys know.
crazy.
Christopher Kelly confirms that those are 1/6 tributes, the like firefighters and plumbers and whoever. else
And
we
he
get.
works at NASA, so we know he's right.
Thank God someone smart is in the chat.
Well, Dusty's in there. No, you're
We
right.
got a reader. We got a reader in there.
Yeah. What is this shit?
Playmates Power Rangers Reignition Villains line. That's it. You got, I know, Rita Repulsa and Goldar, and the blue,
The putty.
the blue guy,
Putty.
and the putty guy. And
I know.
Do people collect this stuff?
Someone does.
If I honestly, this is something that I would like to have more of in my collection. I probably won't do it. I still have I have a Power Rangers comforter on my bed right now.
No, I mean, I love.
Seriously,
that's
last
why
night,
I grabbed these pictures. I knew Pete would at least appreciate them.
last night I folded up Kimberly and gave it to her underneath that
Nice.
comforter.
Speaking of which, now you can put one up your butt.
I really respect the hell out of Kimberly because she was invited to come to like a reunion and like put on the outfit, and she's like, "I don't look like I used to. I'm not hot anymore. I'm staying home." And I'm like, "That's a good woman. She knows she's freaking hail damaged up. She's all used up like an old piece of chewing gum."
No, why would you need marriage counseling?
And she is like, I'm just staying out of it so people can remember when I'm old or when I was young.
Poor Courtney.
Yeah. Anyway, so there,
if I
my God.
if I had the time and energy though, like this, I'm with Pete though. This generation, like I'd like a shelf of like cool figures of this season. You know,
Okay.
early seasons. Of
Total
I like it.
ADHD brain. I just realized that every time one of my dude friends is like, "Man, I just need some R&R," they're talking about Rachel Rodriguez.
boom.
Just hit me.
I mean, that's not wrong.
So
So yeah, there you go. There's some Playmates Power Rangers stuff coming out.
sorry, Playmates got me thinking of Rachel.
Yeah.
Maverick Sullivan says, actually,
You
it means
talk
rest
about
and
her being a Playmate,
relaxation.
You know what I mean?
What Maverick say?
I'm speaking for him.
Oh, okay.
Toy Fair 2025
Gotta
Mask.
get me your Rhino. Gots to.
Mask by Loyal Subjects preview event recap. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I got a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, roll through them, Codes.
Code Man.
Code Man, step by step.
There's some stuff if you want to
Tesla in the
pause and read
driveway.
later.
These are interesting to me.
Mobile Armored Strike Command with a K.
Because
So-
we gotta make it fit what we want to do.
I do like their setup here. The nice laser stuff. And
Does look cool.
Right there. That's the bread and butter, baby.
so what I'm hearing is that these are completely new sculpts, and you get to put the stickers on yourself. I hate that.
I don't do it.
No, these are not going to have stickers then.
When I try and put the stickers on,
They're crooked like my dick.
I'll do it. I love it.
you do love it.
It's fun.
No.
I get them perfect.
Hey, dude, after
every
you banged
time.
out my
Here's how you
Glyos
do
today,
it.
I'm gonna have you decal all my shit.
I bet you get like a little tweezers. And,
Oh, man.
Oh, hell.
He's got like a
He
little
does
mini
action-
credit card that he
Oh,
runs
yeah.
the bubbles
He
out
does
with.
action figure decaling,
It's got
or a
little
detailing, I
ruler-
should say.
A little ruler on it to make sure it's square and center.
That wheel looks funky.
It does. People have called that out in the
Oh, really?
chat.
Oh, it
It's
might
just the
not be-
tires just off the rim. It's not a beadlock.
Yeah.
So, what scale?
It looks like original. To
It's
me.
Yep.
it sounds like it's original scale.
It looks
Yep.
original for sure.
Yep.
It looked original too to me, but I heard people saying it was 3 3/4, and so therefore I wasn't sure.
Ah. Well, hopefully Chris.
I'm
Kelly
sure
will
in the
weigh
info that we totally flew past it said, but yeah.
Christopher Kelly will know.
Anyway, no, I don't know. Skipping across. Maybe go back one more. We'll see. Doesn't look like there's $100 for all of them at once.
So it's like
Okay, who's buying?
depends.
I
I know you're for sure getting the ones you love.
the Rhino for absolute certain. No,
Yep.
the red car, is that Condor? No, the Condor was a black car. Raven? No, Raven was a black car. Is that what the fuck is that red car
I don't
called?
remember the red car's name.
I think it's the Condor.
Yeah, I feel like it was too.
Okay.
Oh,
Isn't
maybe.
it a Hawk?
That the airplane and the motorcycle are probably a no for me. The Rhino is a definite yes, and the car is a maybe.
Yeah.
Motorcycle's the only one I had as a kid.
Me
So
too.
maybe I'll get it. I don't know.
Dusty says the original scale,
Yeah.
And I love Dusty.
which would
Dang!
which would mean that the prices might be swallowable for those who want these.
Like I said, for all of them, it's $100
for all of them, dude.
Oh, that's what it is for all 4 of those.
Yeah.
Does it come as a set?
I think
I think
said
so,
it
yeah.
did. I mean, that's what that first.
For
I bet-
100
yeah, I mean,
for
who knows?
$100, I might grab the whole set.
I could
For
understand that for
$100,
sure.
I almost could probably do that too.
Yeah.
Thunderhawk, thank you, Dusty.
Thought it was a bird.
This is going to make a lot of people excited for
vehicle I
sure.
was trying to think of. Isn't there?
This
a
is
Thunderhawk
something
or
10
like
years
a-
ago when we talked about
Yeah,
what
this
do
is
we
what
want as
you
an
wanted.
adult mask.
Yeah,
you know?
this is what you want.
And I know a lot of foreign friends that like M.A.S.K. Like for some reason, like a lot of my
can
friends
skip
that are
past
in
this
Africa and Europe, they love M.A.S.K.
right.
Okay, we were wrong.
What?
Dusty says the Rhino is 100.
Oh!
He said the Condor is 30.
This is why we can't fly through things.
They're giving me anxiety. I'm like, just skip through it all.
I will without hesitation, I would drop $100 on that Rhino tomorrow. Without hesitation.
I get that.
So
Okay, they're $29.99, $299.99. Thank you, fellas.
I actually want
This is why we love that you show up
the
every
Condor
week.
is the bike.
I think
yes,
so, yeah.
I believe so.
I want the green bike
Yeah.
because I used to put that in my butt when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Nice.
God, you had the weirdest Boy Scout stuff.
This is the Page Puncher Turtle stuff. What it's a combination of IDW artists. So they had a bunch of different artists, and they're like taking the best of each and making an amalgamation of one, and then releasing a figure.
I'm over it. I'm getting bored with turtles.
Oh, just you wait then. Wait to get even more bored.
I'm just. I love turtles.
Boom!
What are these?
Stan Sakai, who is the artist and creator of Usagi Yojimbo,
Read the last Ronin.
Bought it.
also did draw turtles at some point, and now they're putting out figures based on his art.
Oh, wow.
So here's the version of the turtles based on his art. And they're actually pretty cool. I like his style. It's a little cartoony.
We're getting to this is all.
They're
this
milking
is-
it,
This
okay?
is candy cane striped sword.
They
shit
are
is what this
absolutely
is.
milking it, but they do look really cool.
They're only
so.
keep milking it because people must keep buying it.
Right, and again, and more power to them. I'm to the point now where I'm
If
like,
they do
ugh.
Rick Veitch versions of the turtles, I'll buy them.
Oh
all
yeah, me
fucking
too.
day
I was
long.
thinking, if they Veitch it up, I'm in. What the fuck's he talking about? Who invited this guy?
I'm a real Turtles
No,
fan.
but it's the only thing I will say about the Turtles is, like, a few years back, every year they would drop a line, and then you're like, oh, these new 4 Turtles in this style. Now it seems like 3 or 4 times a year.
And now here's something that they're
like,
doing
there's
as
more
well.
turtle
So,
lines.
like, for example, right here we have Toy Shiz got the exclusive at the time of a Robo Razor and a Robo Toka cartoon version, but never appeared in the cartoon. So they took, I forget the guy's name, but someone designed these, and they went, oh, that's a good idea. NECA, I say they. And they
They were designed for the original cartoon?
They were not designed for... No, some guy just designed it, and the guys at NECA went, hey, that looks neat. Can we steal your idea? And they did, and now they are making
I'm sorry.
cartoon versions.
I just wanted to apologize real quick.
Because it smells like shit.
Oh, so bad.
Oh, okay.
So bad.
And I don't know if
I'm
they're like
concerned I shit my pants. Like, I don't feel it, but it smells. You know, like you smell a fart, and you're like, that's a fart. And then you smell a shit, and you're like, that's shit.
Yeah, no, I just thought you were apologizing for being mean to Jeremy.
No, I love Jeremy.
No, he's mean to
Jeremy's
me
my
right
boo.
now. I have to smell Travis's shirt smells better than Pete. That's how bad it is. That's how bad it is.
And Travis's shirt always smells like semen.
It's because it's the same shirt. Travis has police uniforms and a T-shirt, and that's what he wears.
That's pretty much true. I come home, boom, T-shirt for the week.
It's a good shirt, though.
It is a great shirt. Not only do I love the beautiful art on it, I love Pete's preferences in shirts. Yes. Nice and soft.
I don't know why only that one picture of the Razor came up, but you'll probably see him more later. So they're continuing with the Universal Monsters versions of the Turtles, and this is our Dracula Shredder.
You're getting a little wild here, though.
Getting a little wild.
Yeah.
This, I fucking love this. I don't know how much more I need of these, but in saying that...
how do you say no to that one?
This is where we go, the segue. He's going to go to the next picture. In saying that...
Come on, Corey, speed it up. You got a car to pay
In
for
saying
now.
that... Boom!
How do you not buy this?
How do I not buy this?
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is, but I want it so
This
bad.
looks fucking cool, man.
I just want it.
That has, in my mind, out of everyone we hang out with outside of Jeremy,
Gavin.
Like, I
Gavin,
look at
yeah,
that and
yeah.
I'm like, I know Gavin already has that.
Yeah, it's... I forget what it's a monster.
Yeah.
it's Krang. It's freaking nutty, robot-y looking, and of course alien looking, and yeah, he's pretty wicked, man. I don't know how I could ever pass that one up. So
That's cool.
also,
And even if I got nothing else from this line, just that on a
Right,
shelf,
just
would
having
be great.
that, yeah,
Looks
it's
like
a standalone.
Thundercats Robar Bear.
Oh yeah, Robears or whatever.
Kind of looks like a giant.
I think it's
Glyos.
like a Martian type thing, but also now we have a two-headed turtle with 3 arms. Maybe just 3 arms.
Okay, Jeremy, how do you not buy this?
I have to, right? This falls into like the monster, like Mad Ball-y type
Oh,
category.
yeah.
How
Are
do I
those
not?
overalls cloth?
I doubt it.
I doubt it, but they look really
They
good.
look
They
really,
look
yeah, they look like cloth for sure. But yeah, two-headed looks like Donnie and I think Mikey. But yeah, I don't know, man. They're getting out there, man. These are fun though. Okay, now remember earlier, like 5 seconds ago, when I was talking about how
Can you recap?
they're doing they're just making shit up for stuff that never existed. Well, that's what this is. This is the movie series Bebop and Rocksteady. What if they were made in the 1990 movie?
Wow, what if?
So yes, so these were obviously never made, but
They're
you
too
can
cartoony to be in the movie.
So no, this is what I was gonna
Kind
say. So
of.
I'm right.
So-
I'm right with you guys. No, what he was about to say is that these need to look a little bit. Like
Yeah.
the faces need to like look like crappy Jim Henson masks for me to like it.
listen. That Rocksteady right there looks just like Earl Sinclair's boss on Dinosaurs.
Yeah,
That
I can
face
see-
is totally Henson.
I can see it.
The thing is, if they would say like, so in the second movie, if Toka and Razar had never happened, I could see these guys fitting right in with the more cartoony version of the second movie. First movie, maybe not, but I don't know. People are kind of pissed off about the Bebop. I don't know why. They just don't like him. His proportions are kind of nutty or something. But
Or like if they had it where there was a little bit more like, oh, this is where the guy's eyes would have been. You know what I mean?
yeah,
like,
I get what you're
make
saying.
it look like a costume that a dude would wear.
I think they look really cool.
Oh, they look cool.
Yeah.
They're fun. I wondered how much more they were going to milk the movie series, and it looks like this is how they're going to do it.
What if this guy had been in it?
Yeah, what if
Who's
Krang
that
was
janitor?
in the...
Who's that janitor? Did you
So
say
that's
already?
okay. So that's the garbage man. That is Kevin Eastman.
Sanitation engineer.
It's actually Kevin Eastman. They've released a version of him already, like wearing black, but I guess this one's green.
cameo in the movie type of thing?
He did, but they cut
the
it
scene
out.
got cut.
Oh, okay.
I think there's one scene like in the background you might be able to see him just like walk past real quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, nice crotch piece.
See that. So that one compared to the other one, that one looks like I could have seen this in that movie.
Yeah.
For me.
You're welcome, Dusty. You know I got your back. You're my BFF.
So yeah, it's neat.
Yeah, detail just looks great.
There's your Kevin Eastman garbage man, and then it looks like they're re-releasing the movie Turtles if you missed them.
Good, because I only have 3 sets.
Some people have missed them. So Super 7's doing the 2003 Turtles. There's the next wave.
Fuck you.
Casey, Splinter, Foot
care.
Soldier, and Shredder. Moving on.
Moving on.
I'm not going to get
Keep
these.
going.
Is that the Turtles?
You're passing on these two?
Yeah. I love that series. I thought it was really fun, but I don't fucking
Come
need
on,
these.
Cody.
I
Tesla.
don't need these.
That wasn't Chris Evans.
What is up with
Casey
these-
Jones.
No.
That was from that movie.
Yeah, that was from the movie.
The movie.
God damn, these pictures
Steve
ended up
Amell.
small too.
God, I love that.
Steve Amell, not Chris.
I don't
Evans.
know. I took them straight from
Chris
their
Evans was
sites.
the voice
I should have
in
taken
the
screenshots, I
animated
guess.
movie TMNT.
Oh,
In 2007.
Yeah.
So it looks like I've actually run into a My Buddy figure. I've run into a Gem figure in the stores, but it looks like they're doing old school Popples.
Wow.
I love me some Popples.
I actually liked Popples when I was a
Popples
kid.
was
Didn't have
cool.
them, but I would be like a chick, like a little girl would be like
was
there.
like
to be like,
Transformers for
she have a
bitches.
Popple, and I'd be like,
Right?
I'd be like, hey,
Keep it
when
real
we get
simple
older,
for the bitches.
Or Transformers for kids that were loved by their parents. You got cuddly stuffed animals.
I go back to this though. We had families that had cousins, and they had some shit that I never got. And I remember
I had
it
Poppables,
so-
and I want a pound puppy, too. God damn it.
They do have pound puppies out there right now. I've seen them.
Okay, I'm going to have to get one of them.
They did do Popples like within the last 10 years, but they changed the design much like how they did that with Care Bears. But yeah, these look to be exactly like the old school ones. My Pet Monster, there's some Rainbow Bright and some Strawberry Shortcake, and I've been seeing those in stores. But they also have like new versions too, so like they're throwing the old school design with a new school design. It's just nice that they're kind of hitting that shit for everybody.
Okay, I want to just bring up, I know he didn't super chat it, but he's been helping us out so much. Chris Kelly says, can you think of, yeah, that's a good one right here. Can you think of any company that has had such a fall in 5 years like Super 7? Remember when Steve first showed Raphael off on here? Now I won't touch Super 7.
I'm basically pretty much done with my turtle collection with them. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't need anything else they're doing. If they throw like, I don't really need any of the vintage figures anymore. Like I got Rat King and I think I'm good.
Yeah.
So
That's so bad.
I'm just trying to hang out with my friends.
And he's trying to kill you.
And Pete is trying to murder me.
It smells like the inside of an asshole. It's bad.
I'm letting you guys know if you ever want to come sit in on the podcast.
This is what it's like.
Dude, when the Swedes are here, they're like they've got little Tupperware and they're like trying to capture it to bring it home. Like there are days where Tomas just wakes up in the morning and takes a whiff out of his Tupperware and just
Tomas he fires up his motorcycle, takes a whip out of his Tupperware, and he just cruises down the road.
Just cruises.
Just smelling
Yep.
Pete.
I shouldn't tell you this, Matt, but this morning I farted before you all got here, and I almost threw up. And then I said to my family, I go, I really should go to the bathroom, but I really want my friends to experience
Yeah! Oh, save it.
Save it. Like, I want to take a drink out of my mug, but I think I'm just going to eat.
he's gonna be eating shit. It's chewy.
So
Come hang out with us at MA.S.K, everybody.
So this is classic. My wife is gonna kill me. Chat, right? So Scott Baker jumps in. Confession: I had 3 Popples and Lurkey from Rainbow Bright. Cincy John jumps in and goes, "We get it, Scott. You had a mom and dad. Stop." That is the most Migwig tick comment ever.
But that's how it was, because I'd get home with my, like, garage sale Raphael without the belt, and I'm like bringing it to my cousin's house because like my mom spent a quarter on it, and my cousin had the turtle blimp hanging from the ceiling, and he's like, he doesn't like his toy. He's like, oh, I got too much stuff, you know, and I'm just like, you
Fuck you. My scuffed up, beltless fucking.
I had a Raphael with one side, and you had the blimp. You son of a bitch.
It was a side for one of those generic ninja sets.
It was 3 times bigger.
He's gonna hold it with both hands.
Sword.
And it was actually
My mom's like, this is it, right? And I'm like, God damn it, Mom, I love you.
he had a Raphael with a sai and a Rambo knife. Those are the same, Matthew. Those are the same. Oh. His Donatello just had a popsicle stick. And it was,
He had to suck off the popsicle himself.
Half of it was red. He still had the stain on it from the popsicle.
My G.I. Joes had the little skewer swords that you would use in trains. Hold your olives.
All we know about Matthew is he put the pour in Puerto Rican. Okay, it's just. I'm gonna pee real quick.
So yeah, there was other monster, My Pet Monster stuff, and I'm gonna get it. God damn it, because I love My Pet Monster.
Like it.
That's the kind of thing that it makes me really want to order one to give to Gavin and Deanna.
Yeah.
They have these My Pet Monster dog chew toy
Yeah.
things at Menards. And
is that where they're at?
And I took a picture of one and sent it to Gavin, and he's like, "Oh, we've got 3 of them."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I was
They're like $10.
There's a toy group I'm in, and they do bidding, like people throw a bunch of toys in their comments, and you can bid on them, and I ended up getting one of those. It hasn't been sent yet, but
Nice.
got it for cheap, so I'm pretty happy. I don't know if a dog's already chewed on it or not, but since Pete doesn't give a fuck about Ninja Turtles, we can go to the next one. So they've been re-releasing like vintage Turtles, right?
Yeah.
Well, this is the same sculpt as a vintage turtle, but oh, look what they did. They painted it to look cartoony. So now it's a brighter green, and it's got eyeballs, and it's got cell shading. They're milking that goddamn sculpt for all it's worth.
Just won't quit.
And it kind of looks neat. So goddamn it.
They got you.
I'm pissed because I don't want it, but it kind of looks neat.
All right.
Fuck.
Or shit. On Jeremy's shelf.
Yeah.
I just realized I noticed in the mirror my belly doesn't stick out farther than my boobs.
Yeah, dude.
It was kind of this weird epiphany moment.
You're looking good.
That's great.
And I smelled
Out of here, bitch!
Dude, that's your wife.
Boys Club!
I'm hanging out with my friends.
No, ma'am.
Mom, meatloaf. What is she doing in there?
I never know what she's doing. I could watch that scene over and over and over.
I love that scene, but it's not my favorite.
Before Will Ferrell turned into a big
No, his
pussy.
favorite scene is all the bouncing boobies in the opening montage.
Yeah, buddy!
I'm like, I want to show my son this movie, and I completely forgot that
The montage?
it opens with breasts bouncing on beds.
Hey, we're still podcasting, guys.
Wait, who's podcasting?
We are. Yep. Okay. Thank you, producer Cody.
NECA's doing the 2012 Turtles as well.
Moving on.
Moving through these. All 4 turtles. Very, very cartoony faces.
I enjoyed
Pretty
the
cool.
show.
It's my favorite of the
Jason Biggs,
cartoons.
rest in peace. I love him. He should have kept the role. He's still alive, but
Yeah.
they kicked him off of it.
They kicked him off.
R.I.P. Gene Hackman, though. That bummed me out.
Also, here's some
building a house.
Last Ronin stuff. I don't really follow it. Whatever. Okay, there you go.
Have
Last
you read
Ronin.
the book too, or no?
Yeah, the original. But now they got the follow up and
Oh, okay.
some more, the unmentionable.
Do you think when Gene Hackman died, he said, I don't deserve this. And then Clint Eastwood was like, deserves got nothing to do with it.
I've never seen that movie.
I don't deserve this. I was building a house.
Here's the unmentionables.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Fucking turtles.
Go ahead. More
Why
turtles.
they're either the unmentionables or you're going to mention them. You can't have it both
This
ways.
is the turtles. This is the turtles.
But you can't be mad because you've shown us 800 turtle pictures.
I didn't create these. I'm passing on the news.
This is the equivalent of the
I don't know
Chinese
which ones to
water torture.
choose and which ones not to. You guys don't grab shit. You could just, I mean, yeah. They're Mirage turtles, and yeah, I'm a sucker. So I'll
Turtles
probably
and
get
hats and
Saves,
clothes
safes and dynamites and
Yeah, the story's actually pretty cheesy,
me.
but
I love that one.
I like the look of
Hey,
them.
look
That's
like-
obviously Raph.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
he's gonna talk. He's got one of those driver's caps on.
Yeah, he does.
He's a tough
driving Leo crazy with his attitude.
I don't know if I'll need that guy. Chote. Whatever.
Did you say chode?
Chote.
Yeah, isn't that what Steve calls his pecker?
No, that's what it is. It's as long as it is wide. That's what a chode is by
they-
definition.
They got Permy April in the background, and they have a green Fugitoid. I don't know what's up with the green Fugitoid.
Does it glow in the dark?
It looks kind of glowy in the dark.
Freaking DEI bullshit. My April's white.
Neck is doing Terrifier, so if you like Terrifier, there it is.
Have you watched?
I haven't watched any of them.
Me neither.
I suck.
Yeah.
Because I hear they're fucking awesome. I mean,
Really?
gruesome and gross.
What do you guys say?
It's a bloody clown called
Yeah,
the
horror
Terrifier.
movie.
Yeah, Terrifier.
I don't care if my April's white or black. Whoever can do the job better.
Got really quiet.
Fuck.
Let that one just
Yep, just saying.
He rode in a Tesla this morning, so he's got all sorts of political views now.
Stupid.
last week he's like, fuck electric, I'm American. And I was like, you know what, I can kind of see this point.
Yeah, this makes sense.
I don't even know why I'm laughing.
Hyatt Toys are doing some Breaking Bad, Rocky, Mega Man, and Persona, whatever
Which
the fuck
is
that is.
which is the best group up ever because those are all related.
Hyatt Toys is like just there's a map of properties out there. They went like this with their arrows and just threw
yeah.
darts.
They're dark.
They're like Breaking Bad.
Hey, just so you know, they gave Rocky blue meth so he could fight Mega Man. I don't know what Persona is. So.
There's Jesse Pinkman and there's a Saul Goodman up there. I'm actually I don't know if I'll get them, but
This
god
seems
damn
fun.
it, I love that show
This
so
I
much.
will not get these, but I do
You
think this
guys
seems
like the
fun.
show? I've never seen the show.
Loved the show.
Love the show.
Good show.
That and
Yeah, we know you haven't watched Game of Thrones either, Matt. We
I
get it.
think
You're
better-
hip and cool.
Better Call Saul might even be better. So
Jesse looks kind of weird. Better the Saul Goodman looks.
Yeah, meth will do
I was
that
watching
to you.
Invincible last night, and the bad guy they showed on there was
Pinkman's voice. Right?
Pinkman's voice.
Yeah.
Yep. That show's fucking awesome, by
I'm
the
one
way.
episode behind.
I haven't started this season yet.
I haven't started last season yet.
Really,
Freaking good.
Really
No,
good.
I'm super excited, but we're in
Rocky.
Did you
like
watch the Adam Eve movie version? There's like a 1 hour.
yeah,
Adam
I
Eve
know.
version.
Oh, I need to watch that.
I think we
There's
watched
Mega Man.
it, but I can't remember.
There was Rocky in there.
There's Mega Man. 20 minutes real quick.
Keep
You
rolling.
guys are jumping ahead.
Keep rolling,
Chill out.
Cody.
my bad, my bad.
There's some thing that I don't know what it is, but I grabbed a picture of it. So
Okay.
Well, appreciate that.
yeah, I think it might be that Persona thing.
Okay, cool. Persona.
Yeah,
Persona
I just
Joker.
grabbed him just in case somebody out there gave a shit.
Persona-
If you guys haven't heard,
More turtles. Wow.
these are the Archie turtles.
Yeah,
Looks
who the
like
heck's A.
April. April turned into a turtle for a minute in those books.
What?
That makes perfect sense.
There's Ace Duck, and we already got Leatherhead.
Why does Ace Duck have such a bulge?
That's what he looked like in the Archie comics. He was a wrestler on the other whatever Stump Asteroid or whatever
My
it was.
Ace Duck is a pilot.
My Ace Duck keeps his dick in his pants.
There's a cartoon series Pandacon that never existed in the cartoon show, but they made one just in case.
I actually like this figure. Just because I liked that figure as a kid.
Yeah. There's a Dark Leo. I think that actually might be based on that new comic that's based on the old animated series. So
What the fuck did you just say?
they have a new comic right now based on the old animated series.
Okay.
And I think that character is in there. There's something from Last Ronin. Looks like Arctic Dawn, actually. Next. Those are 3 different boxes for the Dracula. So I don't know what that means. Looks like they're going to have 3 different box. I don't know. Donatello with a foot mask on his face.
We are fucking
Ultimate
struggling.
Shredder.
What makes him ultimate?
Oh,
He's got a fucking floppy
this
disk.
is something I think is fun.
Nope, 1/6 shooter said to bypass it.
Cartoon series for Masters of the Universe.
Orko.
Looks like we have Uncle Montork / Orko. I don't know if that's how that's going to work, but yeah, it looks like you can interchange them. And
Well, that works. That's genius.
That means you gotta buy two.
If you want to.
huh?
He's got an O on his chest, though.
Well, yeah, they fucked up.
I
Does
wonder.
Orko not have an O?
Orko does, but Uncle Montork doesn't.
They're like using the other head to be the uncle with the beard.
Does he? He doesn't have an M though. He has nothing, right?
Right, it has nothing.
So maybe that comes off. Maybe it's a little clingy.
Or you just put
sticker.
the beard over it. So yeah, Uncle Montork, pretty cool. We got cartoon version of Grizzlor,
I've been waiting for this.
cartoon version of Bo,
Bo like BAU.
BOW.
No,
like-
just like they didn't even try to like do
His horse is Arrow.
What? Mm-hmm. Okay. What's he call his old lady? Quiver? Because he slides it in.
Maybe.
or maybe her name's Helen, but he just makes her thighs quiver.
Also, Shadow Weaver. If you missed that original Shadow Weaver from Classics, boy, have they made up for that now. And then Fang Man on the bottom. Listen, they keep putting these out. I might get rid of my fucking Classics versions. I said it.
What?
I said it.
You got to do you, buddy. You got to do
Way.
you.
I wouldn't. They're not high in value right now.
Some new Eternia versions of Skeletor and She-Ra. Looks like we have Terror Claws Skeletor with a weird mask and big hoses going into his gloves. And then She-Ra. I don't know. She-Ra.
Hose is brought to you by the Eternia Department of Public Works.
Flying Fists He-Man
Okay.
for new Eternia.
Getting out.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't
His
like.
head sculpt is kind of weird.
I don't like the pauldrons.
I like-
That's a good She-Ra though, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I'd bang her.
Look at those thighs.
Look at those muscles in those thighs.
Yeah.
Juicing on the power of Grayskull.
And that looks like they're going really vintage with that sword.
Yes. Yeah, that's totally toy. Yeah, he looks kind of cool. I don't know what the fucking mask is about,
looks
but
cool.
I do dig that.
Listen,
They went with a half shirt. I like that.
Let's do the coolest thing about Skeletor is his bone face and cover it up.
You can take it off. I assume. There you go. She-Ra.
Yeah, she's not as hot though. She has kind of a look on her face. Like,
Yep.
interesting.
Yep. People had different angles, man. So
I
I
don't think that's a bad head.
No.
I don't like the color of the hair. I'd like to blue.
I think it's
The
because they
sculpt
give
of-
him
I
like
think the sculpt of-
eyeliner.
The sculpt of the head, again, leans like that one that you were talking about with the Four Horsemen, that it leans into the,
Why don't you lean into the mic?
lean into the barbarian angle. We're seeing more of these He-Man heads for these lines that are like just more angular, more what's the term?
Rugged?
No, dumb Neanderthal.
Ah, Neanderthal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just leaning a little bit more into that than the pretty boy look.
Yeah. He-Man should be ugly.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, the first He-Man was hideous. That guy, I used to look at him and go, man.
Ugh.
Ugh.
Playing with him, you're like, bleh. So here's something, Steve. I don't know what the fuck this is, but
What is this?
these are vintage He-Man and Skeletor. I'm talking 5 points of articulation, vintage, but a little bit extra paint. Bootstraps, wrist bracers, the bones around Skeletor's shit is jewels.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Jewels.
I don't need it.
I don't need it, but that's yeah.
Why
That's what-
is what I'm asking.
But like, okay, so this is just from a toy creator standpoint.
Oh, here we go. Oh, from a toy creator.
oh, well.
Oh boy, from a guy in the business.
But you're adding all of these paint apps on the boots right there, right? And you're being like, oh well, if we could have painted them like this is what we would have done. The arm bracer, it's only half of the arm, so we're not gonna paint a strap on the other side of the forearm. That just those two things don't jive. in my mind.
Jump a jive and
It's just weird that they back in the day they painted Triclops orange, but they couldn't paint He-Mans.
That's what I'm saying.
Left them skin
It's just,
color.
it's a weird thing. They're obviously going for.
Looks like they did a cartoony sword in there too. I don't know what the fuck is going. I mean, okay,
That Hordak is cool though.
I guess that Hordak was, I guess maybe New Eternia or something too.
Planet Eternia.
But
So, did anyone else, when they were little, try to swap the arms off from Triclops, put them on He-Man?
yeah,
And then his skin tone was slightly off, so
it
it
just
didn't work?
felt wrong.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a little bit more Hispanic coloring.
I just thought he was out in the sun more. I mean,
same thing.
Is this that? Is this
Yeah,
that?
that's him.
Oh.
It's just vintage He-Man with a little bit of extra paint. No articulation added.
But I guarantee these cost them nothing to
If-
produce.
I just don't-
They're just trying to just get easy monies.
I guess they're like, hey, do you want less articulation than we've been giving you with Origins? Boom, boom.
He looks like the toothbrush He-Man.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Look, they painted Skeletor's toes.
They did. That's enough.
You know what I mean? And
It's
and
worth
the
it.
fuel and the bones. All right. I guess we'll see what happens there. Something Jawsome is coming to Mondo.
Unless it's being promoted by Vin Diesel, I don't care.
Good call. Apparently they're going to do Street Sharks. Mo2 Thundercats crossover. We got a couple characters we haven't seen yet. There's the Battle Cat man.
I need this about as much as I need a crossover between pickles and mint chocolate chip ice cream.
I bet you that's
Don't
good.
don't give Jeremy ideas.
Yeah, that's
Peter.
probably so good.
yeah, what was it? What was it?
Dude, it was a
grape
great
and a pickled green bean.
And a pickled
Grape and
green
a
bean.
green bean.
It was like, you know, when you take like
Grape and a green bean, grape.
it's like ones, you know, they're opposites and they get together and they make this happy little
I
anyway.
will say that these, for me, being a Motu fan, work 10 times better creatively and artistically design-wise than the Turtles crossover.
Absolutely. And I love fucking turtles. When they put their head in. When they put their head in and I put my head in.
What the shell is wrong with you?
Yeah. That side of the table is gross.
I like mine cold.
And oddly enough, this is the one that I like the least. Like, out of all of the design. Like, I get it,
Yeah.
Why-
but it's just so straightforward.
Why is it doing the
Battle
Thriller
Cat,
dance?
Right. Old Battle Cat man.
Battle Man Cat?
What Skelrot Mum, whatever the hell they're doing with that, he looks fucking cool. Of course, you're gonna need two if you want to pose both of them. Here's one we haven't seen yet, which is He-Man. Totally new head sculpt. He's got longer hair and
Mullet?
he's pulling it back and tying it like Ozzy in the 90s.
This is a He-Man Tiger King crossover.
Panthro. Yep.
This is cool. Just cool, goofy.
So is it Panthro and Man at Arms? Are they calling it Pan at Arms?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta have the O.
Yeah. Manthro.
Oh, they're calling it Manthro?
Manthro. I don't know what they're
Oh,
calling it.
I'm sorry. I thought I was having a real
No,
conversation.
we're riffing,
Remember,
baby.
we said no, you just gotta have the O at the end.
Yeah, I just really thought that we were having a real conversation about toys, but I guess we're goofing.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was taken seriously now.
Is his arm always that long?
No. So there's
looks
a
like it's a-
interesting ad dish in to it.
Head
Some kind
edition.
of gauntlet he wears.
Either that or it looks like.
And normally he's-
if his arm. Was
Are anybody
off,
buying
right?
these?
Maybe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll be getting these for sure.
Jesus Christ! All right, I guess we're talking about him.
Jeremy got a job!
So he's gonna cut back on his toy purchasing.
Well, you can undress them from the He-Man elements and just make them look like Thundercats in Origin style. So
Nice.
that's kind of badass.
That is kind of cool.
Sure.
Not going to get them. I don't think.
Don't worry, you can play with mine.
I haven't bought it.
Let's get right through these.
Been playing with
Yep.
yours for you.
I think I'm pretty. Oh, and here's the poop deli poop. We get a fright zone for Origins now.
The fuck's a fright zone?
It's
of the
obviously
coolest-
You're a
Hordax.
toy maker. Can you buy a new iPad kit? What the fuck?
Mine's
is
falling
this?
apart like that too.
I've had it for like.
Old man Kyle. What did he say? Hang in there, Cody.
Only 2 more hours.
Oh, there's stuff on the backside.
So here's the thing.
Wow.
They give you the regular view from the front side. Then you can flip it around. They put stuff on the inside, but you got to take the gate off.
Oh, I
put the
love
gate
to
in the
flip
back.
around and put stuff on the inside.
And you got to take the floor from the front and put the floor on the inside.
Oh.
But this might almost be cooler because it's got a throne up there for Hordak to sit on. And that's the only reason.
So that's like huge.
Oh yeah, that's a big one.
Place up.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a
ish,
big
yeah.
one. It's not 4 Horsemen dragon huge or anything.
Yeah, they've taken the puppet and turned it into a 6-armed lizard creature.
Speaking of the 4 Horsemen dragon, not going to be at M.A.S.K.
I'm still holding out.
No idea how much they're going to charge for this bad boy, but missed opportunity not throwing the slime pit on there somewhere. And blow ghost.
And we've come full circle
Full
to
circle.
Blow Ghost.
Emphasis on con.
That's all the toy news I brought.
You got to step up your game.
I know.
So what are we going to do? Rushmore or Thanks UPS Guy or drama? What are we doing?
Actually, let's real quick, just a couple memes. Could you go to what I sent you there, Cody? Just
I got about 15 minutes and I got a bug.
All right.
So-
Well, then you get to pick what's next.
Do we do these?
We're gonna talk about them. We will get those for sure.
Well, then let's do the Rushmore since Pete's still here.
Yeah. Let's do the Rushmore first.
Well, do the memes. He's already got them pulled
Okay,
up.
let's go. Let's do memes. They're real quick anyway. And
I
it's
love that this fucking thong pick is just going to live on in infamy.
just- it'll never die. It will never die. Yeah. I will say I do love looking at clouds.
That look like boobies.
Yeah.
Exit 69.
Exit 69.
Where?
It's the little details.
Holy shoot! I was on exit 69 this morning. I love this one.
I don't know what that
How's
is.
the hat perfect.
But
Dude,
Helmet.
he's a master. So, Dominic, there is one thing here, and Douglas Stepper pointed it out. He commented on this, and he said, "We know this is fake because Travis never wears protection."
I love that. Travis says, fuck OSHA and condoms.
And
Travis
I
looking
love
at
that he
a,
put his logo where the clit is.
and then I can't remember who said it. It might have been Will Way said, "We all know Travis isn't going to find that.
Right.
Isn't going to find the watermark." I definitely found it. I just will not be able to reach it. Yeah. And then boom.
boom.
Mythical Midwest meetup.
Yeah. Friday night, right before MoSKiCon. Cannot wait. This is one of the highlights for me of it is us all getting together with the other Legionnaires and then also our friends just from the area and having a good time. And we hope you join us. $10 to get in. Pete is kind enough to get food and alcohol there and get us a space to hang out. And that's what it is. It's a hangout.
And there is a good chance that we're going to have some exciting Four Horsemen reveal news at this event.
Woo!
I can't say what because we don't have confirmation yet, but the Four Horsemen, because they're amazing, are really trying to make sure that there is something at the Mythical meetup that will be the first that anybody gets to see and or touch and or feel and
Last
or
year
caress.
we had the book, right?
Yeah.
We did. We had pages of the book revealed. So...
Which was super awesome.
which was super awesome. But I'm going to tell you right now, if what they're talking about goes down at this one, awesomer,
Ooh, awesome.
awesomer.
Sweet.
Dragon. No dragon.
That brings us to our Mount Rushmore, which has made its way back to me. Matthew, you are going to be the veto vote on this one. Sorry, Cody. But we got a real toy designer here. So
Whom I invited to show off his toys that I'll have to leave before he shows off.
it gets to
But
show
that's
him
okay.
off. All right.
Because
So
I'm going to the warehouse tomorrow to unpack boxes. I'm going to be defending Eden all over the place.
our Mount Rushmore. You know what? Anyway, our Mount Rushmore for this week is going to be the best 4 sexual positions.
Okay.
Bum.
So we need to preface this. We need a little bit more. I personally feel like we need a little bit more. Steve doesn't because we know what Steve's answer is. But
Right.
Not if someone beats him to it.
this is like
But it's not the best. So
we're talking about standard, right? Because like if you've got like certain types of furniture or swings, like that can change things. So this is like standard bed position, vaginal, right?
It doesn't have to be. I would not say it has to be vaginal.
Okay.
But I you know what? I'm gonna say, Peter. Whatever your favorite is, I think that's what you go with.
Okay. It's going to be favored in the right now because it does change.
Oh, without a doubt.
You know what I
See, I'm
mean?
kind of looking at this as though like, what's the show with Steve Harvey, the Family Feud? Is
Family
that the
Feud.
one?
Yeah.
Where everybody kind of like, what would the top 4
Right.
be?
Which we kind of did at.
We did.
We did at our Legions Live event, which was a ton of fun.
Pretty amazing.
All right.
those
So
women came up with
oldest
that,
oldest goes first, right? So Trav.
Oh, do I get to start?
Yeah.
You do.
Oh. Well, this might be shocking for some, but I am going to go with the tried and true favorite, and that is Starfish.
Are you starfishing or is she starfishing?
I definitely am the starfish.
Okay.
In this, I like to be treated like a star, and
you love it when it smells like fish. So perfect.
I like not having to do a lot. Now, don't get me wrong. There is some work put in by me during this.
Staying awake.
Not required.
Not required. But I enjoy the view. I feel like there's a lot of things that really work. It's definitely the most comfortable for me. Now, don't get me wrong. I like a lot of them. But I'm gonna go right off the bat, and that's my number one.
Starfish.
Yeah.
Is
I
that
don't really
just-
know what it is.
It's where he just lays there like this, like a starfish, and she rides him.
So
pretty
like
self-explanatory.
cowgirl?
There you go. There you go, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
But with cowgirl, you're putting your hands on stuff and you're guiding. He's not. He's
No.
not.
He haunts a
Definitely,
hoop.
it is cowgirl. Cowgirl. We'll go cowgirl
Her,
because
but so her facing you though, because you want to see the. You wanna
yes,
see
not
the titties.
reverse.
Right.
Although I like that as well.
Right. So when the brown eyes winking at you,
Seahorse.
the electric eel, because we do starfish with a vibrator. All right. So starfish is on the board. Jeremy, you're up next, right? Or is it Steven?
Me.
Okay.
You old fuck.
You're all old, and I never remember who's older. Mm-hmm. Every time you say that, though, all I can hear is Fred Durst going, "Chocolate starfish." Mm-hmm. What you got, Steve? Just say it so we can move on.
There's only one real efficient way
Yeah, because when I think
bring-
sexy, I think efficiency.
to get this done quickly, efficiently. It can be relatively clean. It's the thing we all try first, and I don't see any reason to venture into new grounds. You cannot leave missionary off from the Mount Rushmore of sex. You can't. It's impossible. If anybody vetoes that, it's wrong. It's wrong.
Fair enough. Jeremy.
Doggy.
I get it.
Hey, slow down.
I just want to look at the butt
You're
hole.
giving. Okay, so you're.
Steve's gonna get a little. Steve's gonna get a little.
Oh, I
excited
mean-
if you guys keep barking.
Yeah.
It's weird. There's a lot of different animal noises we can make to get him fired up.
So-
Apes,
It is
dogs.
strange, isn't it?
It is.
You're giving the doggy. That's the position you're picking.
Yeah, I think that's the more popular one out of like say if I were the dog.
Right. Okay.
I don't think that would last very long on the Mount Rushmore.
Okay.
Although I'm not opposed to it. Peg the fuck out of me.
So then that leaves me. We're gonna
I
have
love
to
your
go.
honesty.
We're gonna have to go Henry Ford.
Okay.
The assembly line where all of you guys just line up and then take your turn with my wife. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. That would be awesome. But
Very efficient.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Might
go.
be the most efficient.
So
For the everyman.
Nate Strong posted it in the chat. The fucking sailboat. That is where I've been living, and that's where you're straddling one leg and one leg is up here, and I'm finding, and not that I don't want to be braggy, okay?
Where you're like holding onto the leg.
Yep, and you know what I
you put
mean?
a toe in
It's
your
like
mouth.
basically it's essentially it's scissoring, but for a man and a woman, right?
Yeah.
I'm finding that because of being a little bit slimmer than I once was.
A little bit.
Well, like I said, I was trying not to brag. And that position, I'm hitting some spots that she deserves to have hit. And I didn't know it was called that. Nate Strong actually taught me that it was called.
Nate Strong was like, Pete, this is called
I literally,
So this one,
just so you know, I literally said Nate Strong taught me that, and then I ripped a big fart because I said Nate
instantly
Strong and I
happened.
loosened up. Oh my God, that is so bad, you guys.
He's ripping them over
not,
here too.
not the comment, the fart. Oh fuck, so bad. All right, so starfish, sailboat, missionary, doggy, Matthew. Is there anything that you're going to veto?
He wants to move away.
I think he's vetoing
It
your
doesn't matter.
ass.
It's going everywhere.
No, I honestly think that you. Hey, okay. Okay. I think that you guys. I think that you guys hit a good solid 4 Rushmore mountains. I will. You want me to throw anything out that like?
If you have something that you
No. That I think that you guys should.
you have to replace it with something.
Yeah, if you were to replace one of them with something better.
I wouldn't.
Is there one you'd add to the list?
No, I mean, again, we're talking about sexual intercourse, and I just think that you guys are maybe not as creative as I thought you were, to be honest.
Well, but that's why I asked the questions I asked, because if we,
Yeah.
I think I want to do a part 2 of this
Yeah.
for Patreon,
Ooh, I like that.
where it's like, no, I mean, I'm talking about, the thing where you get choked and tinkle on a balloon. Like, let's get fucking wild.
Well, yeah, because
You know what I mean?
I'm just thinking that, like, I don't know. I feel like those answers are all pretty
Solid.
pretty solid. And yeah, you have
Much
to say
like
that
the
is
air in here.
that is the Rushmore. The air in here, the density of the air in here.
I've been dropping them. I heard him
is-
squeaking a couple out.
Is quite thick. It's funny because there's a
Air
few
in here is so thick.
there's a few green beans left in that
with
bowl,
a knife.
and I'm watching in real time the green beans start to shrivel up inside of that bowl. But yeah, no, I think you guys have I will not veto any of the list. I definitely think you guys have picked some
A
very
good
very
contender would have been 69. Boom.
solid. I wouldn't even.
I-
I wouldn't even go.
No, I don't.
I hate
It's not.
69.
That's not. I'm so when and again, and maybe I'm wrong. When we talk about sexual positions, it's intercourse.
Right. So your
And oral's not intercourse. 69
okay.
is great.
Your
I love
answer
it.
would be more Bill Clinton style then.
Like a cigar in a vagina?
Well, just that, like his whole shtick was,
Penetration is not intercourse.
we didn't do sex because
We didn't
I
do the
thought you
sex.
meant we didn't do the sex, even though like sexual stuff happened. I would think that there should be the level of sex that it's
So
if there
wiener
is
vagina
completion.
must mate.
See, because I think sex is completion, though,
But
right?
So
or no.
masturbation is sex.
Yeah,
It's a sexual act.
It's a sexual act, but then there are some people that can have sex,
can have sex by yourself.
to no completion. So is that really sex? Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you have
No.
to complete it to.
No,
Like if
agree.
Courtney doesn't finish,
no. It has
has
nothing
she
to do
ever
with
had sex?
that's what Courtney calls
Yes.
sex.
Yes.
Courtney has
Asking,
it.
that's
It
what
only
I'm
hasn't
asking.
finished
The guy
since 2006.
Okay,
If the man leaves his DNA in the woman, that's sex.
Okay.
If she doesn't have the ring the bell, but he does, she got blown. She got plowed. Wear a condom.
That's fair. That's why I'm asking.
Wear a
That's why-
condom. Not sex. You didn't even touch.
I cannot believe you guys have to go to marriage counseling. That's weird. So look, Patreon. Look, in Patreon, we're gonna. Well, I want to deep dive this. There's one thing I will not ever mention again, though, because I don't want to upset Justin Aquila. But we'll talk about some stuff on the Patreon. We're gonna deep dive this. Deep dive the vagina.
Deep dive the vagina.
Yep, like snorkel 69 style.
But he said he's getting thinner. He's able to get Get in there.
I'm telling you, man. Whew.
All right.
We've got an adult only suite tonight in Holland. And
I don't want to hear about it.
I don't care.
I thought you were gonna say spooning, Steve.
It's not efficient.
Well, we've all gotten to the age where,
Waste
you
a lot
know,
of big
Steve's like, my favorite position is her on her knees at the front of the church, fucking getting forgiveness where she belongs. Put this in your mouth. It's a Christ wafer.
thank you for joining us for our Rushmore
Yes.
this week.
And no veto. Cody, real quick, chime in. Favorite position, man. If you had to put something on Rushmore, what would you have put?
The human helicopter.
Is that where you're laying and you're spinning her?
You're in the air, ropes hanging from the ceiling, and then she twists you up, so you're all tied up, and then she lets you go, and then you keep going. I'm just kidding. I just looked up like the craziest one.
You have like a spring-loaded.
These Tesla owners are weird.
Cody, what's your go-to move? You feel it coming. Sarah's giving you the vibes. What's your go-to move to opening? You know what I mean? Like, are you like pawn to queen knights 4 and that gets it open every time? How do you open your game?
This is kind of weird.
I can see that.
The other day I was sitting in the living room.
I don't know.
This might have been, and both the kids are gone for the foreseeable time. I was across the room. I looked over. I said, "So you want to take your pants off?" How well do you think that went?
That's some fucking romantic, like fucking Jeff Healy angel eyes shit. So
She was like, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
my first
like-
guess is a lot.
Okay, go back to my TV.
I'm gonna read you a text I got from OMK yesterday. Pro tip: make sure your wife isn't talking to her mother on speakerphone when you bust in the room and ask her if you want some dick.
But see, that's the best because then she goes, "I'm talking to my mother," and then you go, "Yes, so was I."
Oh, yep.
You want some dick? And I can hear it in Kyle's voice, and I love it. You want some dick?
You guys have all had the parent phone call.
Obi-Wan can blow me.
The phone
Closer to the
starts ringing. The phone starts ringing, and it's one of the parents while you're doing, and you're just like, oh, "Gosh darn it!" And you know that means nothing, and you know you're not going to answer the phone. It's just super annoying.
Oh no, we answer the phone, and then I try even harder. So she's like, "Hello?
Just don't even want to. Yeah.
What time you guys leaving for dinner?" Five.
You guys were better
Every time,
looking-
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
Every time he talks about having sex, I can envision like a frog
I don't like.
with that tiny little butt.
If we were a better looking,
I've got a tiny butt. At my fattest, at 357 pounds, I had no butt. It didn't make any sense. How can you be so fat and have no butt? No butt.
Just the fact that you vision
It's like Cody's butt on Jeremy's body. It doesn't make sense.
I love that he is a frog in your. If he was mutated in Ninja Turtles, he would be a frog.
Yeah, definitely.
Be like Genghis.
Big mouth, blah.
Always talking shit.
Yeah,
Or letting it
blowing
out
up his neck.
I think I could have a easier time sharing sexual stories amongst this group if we were just better looking people.
That makes sense.
If we were all hot, I'd be like, dude, what'd your dick look like?
There's
when
not
it
a person in this room that I don't want to watch have sex.
Well,
I
don't
am-
blink.
I am curious. Because I want to know, so Amanda has long hair, and I like to grab a hold of it. Jeremy has long hair. Does Laura grab a hold of it? Like, I'm curious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want to know how Travis talks. I want to hear Travis dirty talk. Because I bet it's embarrassing. Like, I bet it's just terrible.
I
You know
didn't
what I
take
mean?
out the garbage.
You think Travis tries to use a sexy word, but he doesn't even know how to say it. And
Well, and Steven is super
You
technical.
ready for my philampacalamin?
Oh yeah, your labia feels so good around my swollen phallus. Like he's like super sciencey about it. You know what I
I've
mean?
moved past.
I'm releasing my seminal fluid into you now.
I just yell, "Accept me."
you ask?
Accept me.
And she replies,
Finn.
"Accept me."
And I just imagine Cody getting railed because of Sarah and Amanda's conversation about strap-ons at length one night when we were out drinking.
Let's move on. I'm done with this shit.
It's hot, Cody.
Time for Pete to go.
So we're going to thanks, UPS guy.
The talk's getting too sexy, and Pete just got kicked out of the show.
It happens. It happens. You mentioned one of the guys here in the room getting strap-on, and Steve's like, "Get him out of here. We gotta go." Steve's the sexual encounter bouncer. I'll go first. I got some Glyos.
Some?
They're all the same.
I think you have a problem.
You got a serious problem.
Like
So-
most of them are the same.
These are the ones I really want to showcase today. So my wife, for Valentine's Day, went out into the world of eBay, and she's like, "I'm going to get him some Glyos." And the first thing she found were these Ninja Turtles homage Glyos, and she got them for me. I'm not going to try to mess with all the skeletons, but they're awesome. And they're
get all
so good.
four?
I
you
did
seen
not.
these,
They
Jeremy?
only had 3, so I'm
Did
still on
you,
the search for Donatello.
In his picture.
Those were a present from your wife?
Those were a present from my
Did
wife.
you open them up and go, "I'm sick of turtles"?
I did not.
Because
It's one of the best gifts ever.
Can you
So-
get the camera, please? Thank you.
I went a little bit crazy on the nice stuff, little astronaut guys, and I got a box came in the mail with 29 of them in it.
29.
Yeah, well, I bought 29 because I got some dupes to be able to give away for Pocket Glyos, and then I got some for my nieces and nephews because I'm trying to get them addicted to crack. So,
you want to introduce a $30
these are not 30. Do you think these are $30 and I bought 29 of them? What the fuck do you think I made of money?
How much are they?
These ones run about 10, but the more you buy, the more you save. So if you buy 2, you get they're $9, and then 3 they're 8.
Nice.
So, and I got some cool like reverse colorways like this, if you guys can see, which I super love these. When it's opposites. This is a fun reverse colorway, the pink and blue.
I'm still showing the Ninja Turtles.
And then here's some metallic, which I think are super cool.
Matt, when you said really cool, did
And
you
then
mean that?
Clear.
When you said really cool, did
And
you mean that?
You got to remember that all these have removable helmets, which is fun. So
I have a removable
I
helmet.
do like Glyos. I have looked into Glyos versions of my worlds and characters and stuff like that, and I think that they are cool. I definitely think that the addictive duplicate side of it, I can see in other people that I don't quite have in myself as much.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm not a big fan of gold, but I had to have this gold, like a little Oscar. Like,
Thank you for my award.
know.
My Glyos.
Candy cane He-Man, right?
No, freaking Pete just got. Here's Pete's Oscar for the best Glyos fan of the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me host group.
2024.
And then some
2024.
cool. I got a series of like fade-in traveler style sculpts, various colors, some
Is
translucent.
this all one specific company that made these?
Nope. These are O'Neill, and these are nice stuff. So,
Sir, any others you want me to put on camera?
you don't have to. I know nobody likes me or my toys. But just as an example of the sculpt. Everybody's like, I can't believe Pete never brings toys. He's poverty Pete. Oh, he's bringing toys. I hate his toys. Fuck you.
Nice. Literally, just want to know which ones you want me to put up here.
But yeah.
Look, it's
So,
the Glyos.
and I
Is
kind
this
of rushed
thing
through
come
these because they don't make it some my pocket Glyos rotation until they've been on the show. And as you can see, I've got a bunch that I want to carry around with me that I can't carry around with me because they haven't been here yet. So, and I got 2 more packages coming in the mail, I think this week. But
Look at
Yeah,
you go.
I got some out of that one the other day.
oh, there's an awesome drop coming on
Was it
Monday.
O'Neill dropped one the other
O'Neill,
day?
yep. I got a big old box coming from O'Neill. And then
I had like $10 figures, so I had to get
You know
a
what I
couple.
think?
yeah, Reynolds Cruz posted that cool robot. And I was able to track that down, and I got a few of those robots coming that are super cool looking. And I may have gotten something for you.
Oh,
at
boy.
my
I think
BFF.
this is something that I think you could do, and I think that it would be easy to do. Take a grocery bag, like a Walmart bag. Mm-hmm. Put as many Glyos as you can in the bag,
Ooh, a little contest here?
and then at MOSON, have people guess how many Glyos are in that bag. And then the winner gets to win Glyos. I think that would be fun.
I think you're stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Now, what I do want to do is take Glyos pins and put them in a jar and do that exact same thing, but mine's idea is cool because I came up with it.
I think what you should do is get a trash bag.
And put you and your opinions in it. Garbage human. Lazy starfish lover. Heidi deserves better than you. Hey, Travis, do you want to have sex? I do. I'm going to lay here and not move because I'm a selfish piece of shit.
I'm gonna starfish it. I assume that was something with the butt.
Chocolate starfish.
Well, it could be.
So yeah,
lay-
so that
you lay
is
on your stomach.
that is my that's my thanks UPS guy, and I am going to politely make my exit because I am going to go somewhere tonight and not starfish because I give a shit about my marriage. So she's gonna starfish. That's her favorite position. So
She's like, you weigh less. You're not laying down all the time now.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna send you guys a video of my tiny butt.
It's tiny frog butt.
Please
Tiny
edit
frog
it
butt.
to be green, please.
Well, if we get the body paint out from the kit that I bought, it might be green on its own. Actually, fucking Matt's face was green a couple times when he took a whiff of my butt.
Seriously.
Look forward to seeing everybody that can make it to M.A.S.K March 22nd, the night before the 21st, mythical meetup, Midwest style. So please come on and check it out.
Definitely. That's definitely when if you ever walked behind Pete, that is definitely what you see.
I don't know why you guys are so mean to me. I'm the nicest fucking guy here, and thank you. It is made out of recycled water bottles because I care about the environment.
Jesus.
Why is it small? But there it is.
Look at that. That's me. Why are your pictures so small?
Why are my pictures so small?
What is that? A grape?
That's Pete's ass.
A grape.
A grape with legs?
A dried up grape?
Pete has grape butt.
I can't talk because my butt might be the same size as Pete's.
Yeah, but you don't have that like
See if that one's bigger.
the no neck.
Yeah,
and-
but he doesn't make fun of you because he likes you. So. That looks like my butt.
I got pictures to prove it.
Actually, that is a picture of you taking a pee
At Legion's.
at Legion's Con, yes. Looks like I'll be taking screenshots from here on out.
Yeah, because you didn't bring enough screenshots to share today.
I didn't know the pictures were small.
All right, thank you guys. Have a great day.
See you,
All right.
Peter.
I'll
Goodbye.
see you tomorrow.
Sounds good.
So I can become the first official real-life defender of Eden.
Enjoy your trip, buddy.
Defender of eating food.
Oh,
Bye, y'all.
defender of eating pussy. Dang.
All right. Now the Pete's out of the room, we're going to reorganize a little bit here and have some fun.
This chair is so warm.
He's been
I bet it is.
barfing farts into it.
Feels like it's on fire.
There's fart barf all over this. Should we
Silly
talk
Goose
about...
says, for being big boned, Pete has a thin skin. Pete is not big boned. Pete has small arms, long, gangly, small arms, small legs. The only thing that's really thick on Pete is his neck.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen his neck.
He has a neck.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's going to be skinny as shit and still have no neck.
I painted that picture of him a year or two ago, and I finished at the face with his facial hair, and then finished the artwork, blah, blah, blah. Get back 2 days later, I finally look at it again, and I'm like, why does he look so weird? I didn't do any of, like, this part of his body. So it just looked odd because it's just a head on a body
Yeah.
in real life. There is no neck.
Yeah, you got to get that double chin in there.
I love Pete. He's a nice guy.
Fantastic.
You want me to go?
Sure. I mean,
It's spinning.
it's spinning.
Yep, it
Might as
is
well.
spinning. Four Horsemen are shipping out the Graveyard Skeleton set. And I got to tell you, when they put this set out, I knew it was going to be a home run. Obviously, their track record speaks for itself. But when you actually look at not only how amazing the figures are, how cool the packaging is, the art on there, of course, our good friend Nate, just killing it. But
Very cool.
with all of that, too, this was a fun little added thing that they threw in there.
What's that?
I'll let you just go ahead and take a look at it. And I know these are popping up. People are starting to get them. As you can see, Steve has posed these. And there's a ton of accessories, too, that aren't included
Yeah.
in this picture. You got extra feet, extra hands, extra skulls, two extra skulls, and then obviously some more weapons. A lot of options, of course. The skull masks, I absolutely love. I have not tried to put them on a different figure yet because they haven't left these, but I'm looking forward to doing that as well because I think that's going to be really fun.
I love the black and white and like all the gray tones and shit. Like
Yeah, the gray tones is kind of interesting. I've never seen Horsemen do anything like that before.
yeah.
Well, I feel like too these had to be different than the Harvester.
Yeah.
Like they had to be different than
It reminds me of that old, I don't know if it was a Disney cartoon,
Yes.
but, you know,
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yep.
the silly skeleton thing. and- yeah.
But even if you look like if you take that, well, obviously this guy right here, but the bone texture of that dog creature over there,
Yep.
like that's the standard bone color
Yep.
that you
yeah,
see
it's almost
used.
yellow when you look at these.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so it's interesting seeing this style. I think they are absolutely phenomenal. This is another instance where the Four Horsemen, being the toy designers that they are, they just know how to maximize the people that would want this. Because again, now, hey, you don't even have to have any other toys of theirs. But that box that you just showed,
yeah.
I know people that I would buy that box for as a present.
Yes.
That are not toy collectors, but they would absolutely love that box.
Yeah, for sure. It's
crazy.
Value-wise too, the box $100. Okay, that's what that's selling for retailer-wise now. I can't remember what it was originally from the Horsemen, but $100. You're talking $25 a skeleton here.
Yeah.
And then it's coming with all these added accessories and cool little pieces and just what they do, just throwing little extra pieces, kind of parts in there. It's just an example of them just getting as much into that box as they possibly can. And these, they've got the pauldron. You can put pauldrons on them. You can doctor these bad boys up. You can play around with them and do some stuff. Kane opened them, and we were both sitting there talking about it. And so they're little, is it the coxy? Is that what the...
Coccyx?
Coccyx?
Yeah, I think so. The bone?
Yeah,
Elbow?
I'm wondering, and I haven't looked around or played enough with them. I'm wondering if you can actually, because they have that on them, I wonder if you could pull that out and there will be a hole there for a tail. I haven't played around with it yet enough to actually find it out. And last time Steve tried something like this, he
Broke it.
He broke it, but we did not do a good job of heating that time. I will say that
This booklet that you gave me,
Yep.
very cool. Just basically breaks down Mythic Legions, Cosmic, Figura Obscura, and it's a nice just visual representation of, hey, these are the waves. This is what's coming out in 2025. Some of the, it's cool. It's cool. I'm a sucker for this type of type of stuff.
It reminds me back of like when we used to get this kind
Like
of
I
stuff.
have like a Toy Fair magazine. I'm like,
Yes!
oh, did you ever get this one? Like, yeah, no, this is really cool.
You remember when you would buy like and I know a lot of toy lines did this, but you'd buy G.I. Joe and it would come with a pamphlet.
I got a bunch of them.
Oh, fucking! I absolutely love those. You could open them up, and you could like, okay, I want to get this figure. This,
Yep.
I just love that kind of stuff.
And then this.
That's something I definitely wanted to bring it. So it says you are invited back to the graveyard, October 2025. Which
So they're gonna do something else.
which is a fun little teaser.
This is the part that I love about this particular toy line is the spooky stuff.
Oh, yeah.
This obviously skeletons are kind of what brought me in. I mean the Motu stuff, but like skeletons is where it's at, man.
Yeah.
So
And you can tell their love for
spooky.
not only spooky, but even looking through this, like creativity and literature when it comes down to it, you can tell that from top to bottom, their staff likes being creative, likes and respects, and like they said it in here, it's explaining like the figura obscura, like recognizable characters taken from the worlds of literature, mythology, legends, cryptozoology, holiday traditions, and more. Like, it's just showing like, no, all of this cool creative stuff exists in all these different realms. We're not just going to limit ourselves to making a barbarian toy line or a dinosaur toy line or whatever. They're like, no, we're reaching everywhere. It's freaking cool.
Yeah. And I think too, like you said, this set is one of those sets. I guarantee there's going to be people that buy this set that have no knowledge of Mythic Legions, no interest in Mythic Legions.
If you got one, you're going to sell one at M.A.S.K to somebody that's not a toy person.
Exactly. And then
Butthole.
Yay!
You can pull it out.
Look at that. And then the fact that book is in that box, they're going to open that up and go, holy shit, look at this.
My kid likes Buzz Lightyear. Look at this astronaut-looking, cool sci-fi character.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to look into that.
Yeah. Yep.
Has the bee guy made it out yet?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Coming soon, I think.
I feel like I'm missing one of the He-Man ones, but
It's probably a year from now, I would guess, still on that one.
I don't remember.
But it's just another example of them throwing together like this just killer set, putting the vampire-looking head in there, so you could go, now you have a skeleton vampire. Mm-hmm. We've got the headsets
The pumpkin
that are coming.
head.
The pumpkin head is just fun. Like, they did a really good job with these, and I love their skeletons. And I know there's a lot of skeletons out there right now that you can pick up.
Is it Jason and the Argonauts, or is it which one of it where he's like on a bridge fighting,
Jason and the Argonauts.
Yeah.
and he like snaps the whip to like get rid of them, and there's just these skeleton guys coming at him. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I would have, basically this setup, 8 of these guys, and then him like on a line, like,
Well, even talking to Eric, and he saw I was wearing a Castlevania shirt at Legion's Con, and he's like, red skeletons, dude. And I'm like, oh, you love Castlevania, like stuff like that. Like, okay, I mean, shit, man, give me some different colors of fucking skeletons and fucking, I don't know, man, just do it all up, baby.
So that will be the interesting thing is this October.
Yeah.
Is it going to be another skeleton pack just in different colors?
Right.
Or
Something completely different.
Yeah, could it be a zombie pack, and which
all it says is the graveyard.
Well, they
could do some ghostesses too.
Yeah.
They did a really good job, and you can tell they probably went through, again, as a toy designer.
God.
As a professional toy designer.
He's going to be unlivable.
I guarantee you they went through several iterations of printing these with the width and size of the bones, because obviously you want it to be a skeleton, but that doesn't mean that making them super skinny bone size was going to work, because they'd get flimsy and the joints wouldn't work, and that type of stuff. It wouldn't be able to hold the weapons, but they found the right width and size of the arms.
Yeah, they
and
look
legs
beefy,
as a
but it's
bone.
not like ridiculous.
No, not at all. They knew what they were doing. Like they knew not to make it too actual human size as far as the ratio, like if you look hard at it, you're like, oh well, yeah, it's not an actual bone, but all of the coloring and all of the line work, it's phenomenal.
Yeah, I just love them. I think it's just a killer set, and another example of something that's going to bring people into the toy line, which makes me super excited.
Because I don't think the box even says Mythic Legions on it, does it?
Is this
No.
is this the first box in general
not
that it sort of
necessarily-
looks
Just 4 horsemen
ju-
graveyard
Yeah,
skeletons.
Yeah, it's got the 4 Horsemen logo, but the first box in general that like doesn't jump out, oh, this is Mythic Legions, or this is 4 Horsemen Studios.
It looks different. It looks
Like you could see this in that higher end scale aisle at Target or at Meijer, where they're selling like the $50 Ninja Turtle figures. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like in their NECA section.
Yeah. Like I could just see this just sitting there.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like too, like they do what they do best. They design great toys. Yeah. They have a beautiful artist drawing the stuff. They got a guy taking great pictures, and Trevor. It's just a beautiful little display. And this is I throw away a lot of boxes.
Yeah, right.
I'm not throwing this box away. Yeah.
I just like that they're not scared to venture out from the mythic and cosmic. I mean, cosmic obviously was a thing, and I don't know if that was before any of the figure obscura or whatever, but just the fact that they're now kind of like, well, what else can we do?
Yeah.
And that really intrigues me because I'm not necessarily totally 100% into the storyline. I'm not huge on cosmic. Some of the designs are awesome, but like, you know, this stuff is what appeals to me, like the weird shit, the off shit, there's something for everybody.
They're certainly getting to that, something for everybody. You know, and I talked about it, like it would be great having this wall of mythics at a toy show, but the person dressed up in a storm, trooper outfit usually would kind of just, they look cool and walk by.
Yeah.
And then the cosmic brought another little level of that and will continue to do that. So that's what's fun about this little set here too.
Mm-hmm. Very, very, very cool.
Love it.
Sweet.
All right.
We unplug and plug that camera back in.
Sure.
I'm going to move these bad boys out because I know we got some more toys coming here.
We do.
I don't have anything, so whoever else is next.
Matt, do you want to talk a little bit about what you got with you here, bud?
Jeremy's up next.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Get ready.
I can do that. I haven't even looked at these yet, but Mike picked these up for me. And they're the new Mad Balls hairballs. So I just I'll show them in their little bubble here, but like that's slobulous, and look at all his fabulous hair that he's
Beautiful.
got. These are so stupid.
Why am I jealous of a mad ball right now?
Yeah, right.
They all have red hair?
They all have, well, not all have red hair, but they all have different hair. Obviously, he's kind of been floating around, but they're like troll doll Mad Balls. Here's a...
The stuff that Jeremy has space problems. Like he has space problems, and this is the stuff.
And this is what's filling it.
I mean, I get it. I get where I could say these things are fun and I'd like to have them. But dude, where in the hell am I going to put them? And Jeremy doesn't care.
So stupid. They're like, you know what we should do? Let's take Mad Balls and just cover them with fucking hair. So, yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
Wow.
I'm missing one. I think it might be Hornhead.
did Mike find these in a store
He
somewhere?
did. He found them at Walmart, and he went, "Hey, I know you've been looking for these." And they're cheap too. They're like $6 or something like that.
Mike
So,
Smith for the win.
Yeah,
$6?
yeah,
Oh, hell yeah.
yeah. Pretty cheap.
Yeah.
I think some places they were already on sale. Like right when.
Oh,
they
really?
came
Of
out.
course, Walmart. We put them on a shelf at clearance.
Also, I'm gonna have to make a little bit of room.
What is this?
So,
Wow.
Looks like he's doing a dance.
Turtle theme today.
Definitely turtle themed.
they these were at Walmart, and they've been sitting there for like $50 each.
Wow.
Forever, and I said, hell no. And then one day they said, hey, Jeremy, these are now $10 or $15 each or whatever it was. And I said, hell yes. So,
I could use some turtles on my shelf.
yeah.
Some little turtle statue guys, some PVC turtles with some, you get all four here.
They look awesome. At $10, how do you not buy those?
That's what I'm saying.
$10,
like,
I get it.
I kind of had to.
Nah, 50's ridiculous.
Do they fit together as
They
a
all do fit together.
nice?
Oh, that one goes on top, doesn't it?
I don't remember what side this goes. I have to. It's like shapes and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Anyway, so in the end, it will look like this. I know you can't see it fully on the old camera here, but it does all fit together and look pretty awesome in the end.
Oh, yeah, that's neat.
How do you not for like $40?
I look really cool on a shelf, too.
So, yeah, pretty neat. Had to get it.
Wowzers.
I am not a statue guy at all, but
I'm not either.
But I totally, when you look at these, and a lot of my collection might as well be statues because they sit on a shelf and never move again. But
Kind of, right?
yeah, But these look really cool.
Yeah, they're pretty well done. The style is, sort of animated, but a little more details and stuff. But yeah, there you go. Some turtlers. And then, well, let me get these off the table. Excuse me.
I really like those. They're cool.
Thanks.
Not $200 cool.
No. No.
Yeah, that would have been $200 at full price.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
And somebody out there paid it.
Oh, guaranteed. Which I understand. They look really cool, and if you like a dynamic pose and you're not the kind of person that can do it, hello, that's me. That's really cool. What the fudge is this thing?
This thing.
What? What the?
Seriously, what is this? What do you have?
What the hell? So,
Is this a Christmas thing?
Is this a Krampus?
so what this is
Krampus's brother?
from Fury Toys. It's this one. It's Demon Santa. This is Kryn, and he's got a brother, which I also brought. And these were initially these were $50 each. I got them on sale, both of them for $50 total.
Oh, nice.
And thank you to Will White for that, because he pointed that out in one of his little review things. Here's the other one.
Wow. Holy evil.
It's also got like a beard swap, so you can take the big teeth off him and have a nice beard as well. But
Jesus Christ, could you imagine walking down, you're going to catch Santa eating your cookies?
yeah,
You come downstairs, he's eating your fucking mom? Yeah.
so yeah, these guys are brothers. They come with a couple, like I said, a couple different looks. You can, you don't have to have the horns in their head. You can put a Santa hat on or whatever. But yeah, these are super fun. They will go up at Christmas time. I can't get him to stand, but they will go up at Christmas time and be awesome.
Those are cool.
Little accessories. They have like some presents and stuff, but like there's candy canes and whatever trinkets and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What do you think, Steve?
I think they're neat. They're fun.
Creepy.
I get this a lot more than some of the other stuff.
The furry mad balls.
No, I think more like you're talking probably the other Santa ones.
Oh, no, I
You like?
I
those
mean, I
too?
think some of the other Santa stuff is cool.
Yeah.
This isn't like something I probably would buy, but I think it's really cool, highly detailed, and fun.
And any edge that's like pointed is very sharp. So
Oh, they
just be aware.
They look sharp. They look really sharp.
These are not for children.
Good paint apps.
Yeah.
Pretty silly,
Some
fun,
good posing
fun design.
options with his hooves and whatnot. But yeah, that knife is just a sharp bastard.
That's super cool, dude.
Yeah. That's what Jeremy brought, guys.
That's it.
Yep.
That's
Wow.
it.
Cool stuff, man.
Look at that. Did you just open up a brand new toy?
No, it was open.
The weapons didn't look like they were sealed in there, weren't they?
You know what? The guy that reviewed it, he like made it so that it was unopened when he sent it back to me.
Oh.
Like I
Put tape on it and
yeah.
everything. And
Wow.
So
what a nerd.
Dork.
no,
So,
this one.
Starting with this bad boy.
Start with that bad boy.
Here, give it to me. Or
Thank
I'll
you.
pose it, or I'll get it so it'll stand, or try to.
Try to. Yeah. So I guess I'm up then.
You are, buddy.
Yes.
That's it.
The only one left, I think.
Okay. Because you don't have anything, do you?
I do not.
Okay. So I just want to show you guys something that I had made maybe 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
So that you guys, this is a shout out to Pete, who does not complete anything that he does. This is just a reminder that many things get left on the drawing board. So eventually I'll get back to this. And now that I know more designers and I know more people that can sculpt, it will be better than this. But this is actually a 3D printed Captain Tulip action figure that I had made for my Comic-Con. And
Were you just defending Peter or shitting on Peter?
Or giving him hope.
yes.
All of the above.
Yes. And so we actually made it so that the back top of his cape, that has 2 pinholes, and you can pop that back piece off. And I was going to have like a cloth, soft goods.
Yeah.
And then you can like pop it in there.
Yep.
So eventually I will have a Captain Tulip figure made. Again, I looked into the Glyos stuff. I looked into some other stuff, but I just wanted to show this as a representation of something that never quite got to where it should be. So yeah,
That's awesome.
if you don't finish what you're doing, just throw it on the back burner like Pete does with everything. All right. And so what took over that was
you kind of moved on to something else.
I kind of moved on to some other stuff. So again, Rydor, I just want a quick shout out to this toy community, and I know you guys are like, oh, why is he being dorky? But like, I sent packages out to a few reviewers, and they were super gracious and kind to like take awesome artwork. And this is in scale next to a mad ball, just to show you
a hairball.
the scaling. My figures do not come with hair, so if that bothers you,
Down the road.
we might explore.
I like this.
We might explore adding hair to our
blame
figures.
It's very
So yeah, we had a couple reviewers do reviews of the figures. I sent different figures out to different people. But yeah, it's just been, dude, it's been such a roller coaster, and I'm thankful for everyone in the community that isn't little dorks texting me every day. I do asking where their toys are, because
where's my toys?
and it's funny because it's not very many, but it's just like, I promise everyone I'm not withholding any information that I find valuable to you.
Why won't you tell us the stuff though?
Because like, so for example, the other day I get an email that they are in Chicago. They are going to be in Chicago Friday night, and I send that out, and God bless everyone, because they're like the random handful of people that are like, so when am I getting them? And I'm like, dude, I'm just happy they're 3 hours away from me. I'm just very hopeful that they come. And so they are scheduled. And this is very loose. But they were actually scheduled to be to me via email on a truck between 7 and 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Nice.
But then she prefaced that with saying, basically, if everything goes perfect.
Yeah.
Because she could literally email me tomorrow at noon and be like, it's going to be Thursday.
Yeah.
So, and God bless everyone. I've had a handful of people that are like, yeah, can we come help out and unload? And I honestly, I need it, because I see the train of people that were unloading the 4 Horsemen truck last week, and I know my shipment's not near as big as that, but it would be nice to have extra sets of hands. And so I put out their feelers like, hey, this is the day. This might be this weekend. It might have been last week, and see who's out there helping. And I've had guys reach out and say, hey, let me know. Like Steve and our buddy Mike Smith, and like, just like, hey, I can try to make it down to help you out, and that'd be awesome. And so I'm like, I love that, but then also I don't know exactly, like, I don't want these guys like sitting around for 4 hours,
Yeah,
like when I
for the
think
stuff to show
when
up.
I'm gonna get the response. And then all of a sudden Pete texts me, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna be there Friday for Monday morning. So let me know where you need me. And I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Thank you.
So Dusty's asking, can we pick these up at M.A.S.K?
That is my plan. My plan, and I've been to other cons where people were selling inventory while inventory wasn't being shipped out to the backers. My plan is to do opposite of that, is that if I do have backers at M.A.S.K and I have them here, and I have to run home to get another van full of them, I will make a checklist, and I will be fulfilling as many orders as possible because that saves you guys on shipping. Because as everyone knows, what the plan was, we're gonna put all your orders on the scale, and then I'm gonna email you with this is what the shipping is. Do you want it priority? Do you want it this? Do you want it that? And then you guys can pay and get them shipped. That was the negative about Kickstarter, but then the positive about knowing people within the industry is that Kickstarter takes 10 or 11%. So if I planned on your shipping to be $20, and then you paid the $20 within the Kickstarter, well, after Kickstarter takes a thing. So I've seen people and talked to people where including shipping in the prices and stuff like that actually made their Kickstarter go deep into the red.
Yeah.
Because the shipping ended up being mostly out of pocket because it wasn't actually covered with the actual shipping.
You're not making a ton of money on wave 1.
No, not
right.
Yes. No.
Right. Yeah, that's not how it works.
Not money.
So then all of a sudden,
it's not even a ton of money.
Just hoping to break even.
Yeah, it's not money.
Yes. But if you got to go deeper,
right. And so that's the thing. If I'm like, oh, your box is going to be $20 a ship, and then all the Kickstarter funds get taken out, and I'm left with $18.50 to ship your box. I'm like, well, shoot.
Now
I'm going to take a couple bucks out of my pocket, and then you take that couple bucks, and you might multiply by 500, 600 backers, and you're like, oh shoot. So again, reviewers, thank you so much for the guys that did videos. You guys know who you are, and
he looks great, dude.
What happened? Did somebody twist them?
Oh, there's a missed paint app on this one. See the diamond?
Oh, good catch. Hopefully they caught that. Hopefully they caught that.
Hopefully they did.
Hey, if you ordered a Rhydor and are expecting it at M.A.S.K, you're going to be waiting for a while. Also, if you guys have been seeing, I've been kind of dropping a little bit of artwork with the new comic book. So if you guys have seen that stuff, it's been a lot of fun doing that. And then Wave 1.5 and Wave 2 are coming a lot quicker than anybody really knows because I'm trying to keep everything in-house, and I've been trying to learn from the Four Horsemen studios and other things. It's like a lot of stuff is behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And so it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, any questions?
When do I get to paint something new?
Actually, I was going to bring you a blank, but I didn't have one left because I sent it to Eric Miller. But I do have one from that I need painted.
Well, Eric Miller does officially work for the Horsemen, so
Well, he's in the chat, so if you need to communicate with him.
Oh no, I communicate with him. I'm not limited to talking to him via chat. So and congratulations, Miller, again to all you're involved in as well.
For sure.
I think if I remember right, Eric is not making it to M.A.S.K.
I think that's last I heard.
Yeah, had some stuff come up, which is a bummer. I love the dude.
Son of a gun.
Yeah, so I want to open up the first fresh set of boxes and mess around with them just in case if there's something, hey, I want to put a note in here, you guys, heat this up before you pop it on, like Steve's dealing with, different things like that. I just want to take a quick look at everything. I'm a little bit nervous about one specific figure. I think they corrected everything they should have, but again, these are the samples that they sent me that I greenlit a lot of the stuff on.
Yep.
But this whole new shipment, I'm just going to be floating in boxes of action figures. So it's again surreal and yeah,
dude,
so
super cool.
I appreciate it. It's again until they're fulfilled, and that's the biggest thing about Waves 1.5 2. Everyone's like, oh, you need to drop the next ones. I'm like, the weight of all of these backers on my shoulders. I'm not like being weird, but it's like I want to make sure I fulfill the promises that I made to people. Yeah. Like that's literally what I want to make sure that I do, because I've seen other Kickstarters not do that, and I've seen other businessmen not handle things like I think I would have. So it's like I'm just taking my time.
Take care of your stuff. You're not the kind of guy that knocks up his girlfriend, takes well,
he's learned.
But hey, he came back and raised them.
Yeah.
So.
He's grown as a man.
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
You have.
I have.
You're a professional toy maker now.
I would like to. I will hope. I mean, sort of. Let's make sure we do the taxes properly and figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
Eric Miller does say he will be there, just not vending.
Awesome.
Nice.
Good to
cool.
hear.
Awesome. Cool. So yes.
And can you sign the boxes at M.A.S.K?
I will sign left-handed.
I will sign all of them for you.
I know Steve's going to try to sign something.
I'm not signing anything I didn't help with.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah,
I can't imagine what this feeling is like for you. And I know, you, like you said, you want to get them out, you want to get them in people's hands, and then you're going to feel, better. But
yeah,
man,
like there's little stuff like even like, because nothing's perfect. And you're like, oh, as an artist, you're like, oh, I could change this, this. And I'm like, the bottom of the shin guards, I'm like, well, what if I cut into the mold a little bit more so I could get that foot when they lean forward?
Oh, yeah.
I can keep that foot more flat to the ground than on the toes.
Yeah.
Just, little different things like that that I'm trying to figure out. But the eyes look amazing. The paint apps look great. Four Horsemen killed the paint sculpts on these.
God, it looks so good.
You mean the paint apps?
Yeah, the paint apps. Well, the sculpts themselves too,
And
as
the
well.
sculpts,
But
yes.
It looks.
I mean,
so
why would
good,
you buy a
dude.
dinosaur without a tail?
That'd
know
be
what I mean?
weird. That'd be weird.
It'd just be weird.
Yeah. It's killer.
And that's Ryder. That's Tomas. Like,
Yeah, that's so. It makes it even cooler.
Looks just like him.
I can't wait.
Yeah, super sweet.
all right, fellas. So yeah, that's what I have to show. I get. Oh, actually, you know what?
Oh, he's got more.
Since we're here, no, I was gonna see if maybe you want to.
Just a Silly Goose is asking, will Wave 2 have little comics they can hold like the new Marvel Legends?
That we can work. We can try to figure that out. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed. Do you think you could get this on while we're talking?
Maybe. I don't
Okay.
know how. I remember those being pretty tough, right? Without heat? Or was that like the first batch?
We'll see. That
Put
was the
it
first batch.
in your
If
butt.
You can't.
Probably warm up there,
Yeah.
but it's really warm.
But again, thanks for everybody that's been involved, because even with the Kickstarter, like, Steven's been painting
that
stuff
was
for
easy.
me.
super easy.
Travis has been super supportive of the toy line. Jeremy has done not only artwork, but then also music work with the Kickstarter.
Really easy.
Steve breaks toys on me. But yeah, this was just, we were going to show off one of the different heads from
I love these head packs,
the
dude.
head packs.
Yep.
So,
That was not on.
if you want to show that right there, but like they come with 3 different heads.
There we go.
And so
Maybe. Nope.
I did talk about on one show that so Milwick comes with a extra peg for his head or for his neck to plug into the figure, and that wasn't included in these boxes. So they had to go back in and make all new ones. So your boxes of these head packs, if it has a Milwick head and neck, there's going to be an extra head accessory in a baggie behind, like in that middle area, that middle section. So they make sure that they work properly. So
This works. This will work. It's just it may need a little heat.
Okay.
Just and it's not even because it's because of the neck. When you try to push in here, this neck peg moves,
Okay.
and that's what's making it tough. It's not anything that is. I would rather have a tight fit.
I'm
and have
so
to heat
close
it
to
than-
finishing this, and actually are you blowing heat?
He's blowing. He's blowing the neck.
Your glasses are fogging up. This is one of those Mount Rushmore
I thought he
positions.
wanted you to not break eye contact with him, is what he was really going for there. But
But what about
I actually do
what
it that
about
way.
if she's laying down, and then you're like right here, and she's like this with
So you just
but
keep
then
the
you're
thing
like
just keeps popping over.
doing stuff down, and she's down, and you're messing.
You gotta
with
kinda
these
maybe
and
do like a
messing with
twisty,
that,
I
and
don't- I don't
she's
know.
right here with you right here. Like that's sex, though, right? Too.
yeah, I count it.
Okay.
I count it.
You know what I mean? Because
We're just
that's
talking about dinosaurs.
okay.
We're talking about how they make little dinosaurs.
Yeah, do you think these guys have large dongs?
Do I think they do?
All of us.
I would assume. The question is, how big are their balls? I mean, what's
Yeah.
their mating strategy? Do
They're
they
not
come
furry,
buckets or do
right?
they fight it out?
They come buckets.
Well, that's
Do you
two
think
different.
that in society we're ever going to get to a point where, like, with men, they just cut them off like as a procedure that a man would ask for?
What? Cut what off?
God, I hope not.
No, I'm just saying. You're talking about his one nut friend, or Pete's one nut
we
friend.
don't really need our nuts
Yeah,
unless
but
we
they
want
don't
to
need
make
to cut them
babies.
off. I mean,
That's what I'm saying. All other animals, we just cut them off when they're done using them.
yeah, well,
Us, we
even
do
before,
They
sometimes.
still produce-
we do the vasectomy, but we keep the balls. It's like, are we ever going to get to a point where in society
Where it's just all shaft
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm just
and a
asking.
droopy ball bag.
It would look
You still
better.
need your testicles to produce testosterone.
If you guys can, you guys not promote
Episode.
this episode
Yeah.
for
Don't put the dinosaurs on this episode, please.
All right, I got it.
oh wow, that looks cool.
Oh yeah, that looks super good. I don't know if we still need to produce testosterone, Steve. If you look at stats, they're saying that it's crazy how little, how the levels of testosterone are.
Yeah, that's
are
why
in men.
everybody's such a pussy now. Everybody's walking around being like, "Oh, I'll talk about my feelings."
Yep. So I mean, we might not need them.
Love talking
Yeah,
about
tell-
my feelings.
Till a friggin' war breaks out, and we need some guys to go off and kick some ass, and then we'll be like, "Where have
You
all
know
the
what's
Vikings
crazy? You know what's
gone?"
absolutely crazy? It almost seems like the men with the lowest testosterone, they're the ones that need the testosterone pills, and they're the ones that try to act the most manly in our society. It's wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
I can see that a little bit. Yeah. Well, we got a front.
Dude, he looks so cool with that head. So I can't wait until you guys get your blanks as well and do stuff like this and mix and match and mash up the figures. So even taking a pauldron off a shoulder and making them look different. I'm blown away. My boner is near completion.
I imagine, dude.
So
Yeah, I can smell it.
Fun stuff, man. Can't wait.
It's amazing how a different head just changes everything too. Yeah.
take that mask off. Take that mask off. Just the front piece.
The visor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Do some fun stuff.
Cowabunga.
Yeah. I can't wait. That's gonna be fun. Seeing the custom, seeing what people do.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be really.
So you've already shown Venusia, the alligator
Yep,
type,
yep,
and you've already
yep.
showed the snapping
Scabar,
turtle.
yep.
Those are
Those are going to be wave 1.5.
1.5.
It's going to be very minimum goal to hit for Kickstarter because we only have to do those heads and the tails and the weapons because everything else is done. So that's going to be, in my opinion, it's going to be a very easy Kickstarter, especially once these are in people's hands.
Is it going to be more than just those two figures?
I'll re-release these. I mean, these will be available probably on there too. And then it's going to be, I'll probably, nobody really knows about this yet. Should I say it on here? We'll probably do opposite of our current blanks. We'll do ones called the Tar Swamp edition where they're painted all black, where they're technically blanks. But a lot of the customizers I've been talking to over the past 4 or 5 months have been talking about how, like, well, if you did them all black and we could customize it, all of the joint work would be much easier to work with without having to take apart stuff, and the joints would be black already. So we're considering doing a Tar Swamp type of thing, and then also a tails pack in the same vein as we did our heads pack, so that you could actually, like, this tail could be Kuzo's tail in this color scheme. That's the other.
Because you have some tails that are like blunt. They're like the generals.
Yep.
And you could like use those kind of types of tails on different dinos.
Yep. So we'll mess with that. We'll mess with those tail packs too. So, but yeah, and that'll be one. And then wave 2 is obviously a new buck system and some pterodactyls and some cool stuff. So.
Heck yeah. Was that you?
What? You fart? Can't smell it.
I can.
It's thick.
All right. Is that it? Time for a Tesla ride? Cody's actually got his shirt pulled up over his nose.
He went ninja.
Hey, just so you guys know, Matt's here for a little bit. I think we're gonna hot tub and sauna it up if you guys want to stick around for a little bit.
Nope.
Who did that?
It was Jeremy. Had to be.
That was not me.
I think that was Travis.
That was Travis.
Just started talking about the hot tub and sauna. Here it came.
You guys want to get in a hot, moist situation, you guys go ahead.
I hope you're ready, Matt. Maybe we'll bring a dinosaur in there too.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Got to heat up that neck peg.
Have a little tubby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If you hop in the hot tub, I got to heat up your neck peg.
All right.
What are you guys watching?
Oh, Cody,
Invincible?
Cody really do this? Holy
What, he
shit.
extended the show?
He did it, didn't he?
I saw Captain America.
I saw Captain America.
oh shit! Yeah.
Have we all? You haven't seen it though.
Well, we know why he has.
Yeah. Anyway, duh. Cody, did you see it?
I'm going with Steve.
Wow.
I was
real?
supposed to, and I was really looking forward to it, but then we were busy down in Florida. So yeah, haven't seen it yet.
I really enjoyed it.
I did too.
Really enjoyed it. I mean, there was things, of course, like anything, but not.
Yeah, not non-spoiler review. I enjoyed it. 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's fair.
enjoyed the action scene. It was fun to just night, and it honestly, I think that it was the taste of, and I, to a certain degree, I enjoyed pieces of them, but between Thor 4 and Ant-Man 3,
Yeah.
this felt like I was like, okay, like just give me this Marvel back, like
Yes,
just
we're back.
give me this
Yeah.
non 100% green screen, Marvel superhero stuff.
And it's nice to finally get some answers from like the Incredible Hulk.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
it felt
That
very
was cool.
much
That was cool.
like a
They did a good
Incredible
job.
Hulk sequel in a way.
Was there anything? What didn't you like? Like, what really bothered? Was there a character that bothered you?
Next episode.
Okay, that's probably.
Yeah, I guess we can't really go into detail
Yeah,
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. I agree.
No, I mean, no,
Yeah.
not really.
Yep.
There's some that maybe could have been left out, or you could see that maybe there was, because I know they did some
Tweaks.
reshoots, so I'm sure that there was something else with this character,
Yeah.
but they kind of changed it up. But regardless, overall, it was pretty good.
I love M.A.S.K.
I would still have it be the fourth best Captain America movie,
Oh, of course, of course.
but it's still.
But for me, also, Civil War kind of shouldn't really be a
That was an
Captain America
Avengers movie.
in my opinion, as far as that goes. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that one was technically a Captain America movie is
Yeah.
kind of like, eh.
But Winter Soldier still is.
Oh,
Soldier.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty hard. It's
that-
pretty hard to touch
That's
that
number
bad boy.
one for me.
Watching From, that's a horror-ish kind of show. It's in its third season. Enjoying that.
What,
From, it's on.
what's it on?
We're watching it on Amazon, but we got to pay for it because it's coming from something
Paramount or
else.
Hulu or somewhere else?
I'm not sure which one. But we're liking that. I based on my friends continually to tell me to watch Arcane, we have gone back to that, and holy shit, is that good? Like, just really good. And then next will be Invincible.
Were you watching Yellow Jackets at all?
Yes, have not started season.
Yeah, they've dropped
3.
some episodes of that.
Yep.
So
and
that's
I'm excited about that.
pretty damn good.
Yeah,
That show's good.
I'm really excited about that.
Reacher is just a nice classic meal. I think that anybody that enjoys just good regular hour-long
Is
TV
that new season
drama,
out?
new season,
Okay.
Reacher just dropped.
All right.
Been really enjoying that. Invincible,
Yeah,
absolutely love.
so good. This week, Daredevil's coming out.
Daredevil's
and it
coming out in a
looks
couple days,
very
and then
excited for
if you have family or younger audience listeners, me and my kids, we've actually been enjoying. It's called Extraction. It's kind of like Alone, but it's got this like weird like Truman Show. Other family members are watching you in the woods, and and they get to drop you stuff.
Oh yeah, see commercial.
And then if you like, they're like begging to the camera, please extract me. And then like the dad or husband's back at the base, like, F you, learn to make a fire, like to his soon to be wife. Like it's a pretty cool, cool reality TV style show.
You're at the mercy of your family.
But
Ow.
so that's
Yeah,
Has anyone watched White Lotus?
No.
no,
I've heard good things.
I've heard good things too, and
Did you see who makes it?
No.
I actually watched a video on this. The guy that wrote and starred in School of Rock, his
Jack
roommate, that is like this nerdy dude, and it's like opposite of everything he's ever written. And everyone's saying White Lotus. Yeah, everyone's saying White Lotus is absolutely incredible. And that's the guy that that he makes the show, and they're like, "Oh, well, what do you know him from?" And they're like, "School of Rock. What the heck? This makes no sense."
Yeah.
But I've only ever heard good things about White
yeah.
Lotus.
That's one of those actors where like you know his face, but you have no
Yeah.
idea who he is.
He was actually on a season of Survivor as well. Huh. But yeah, Invincible. Yeah.
So I've been watching, obviously, Severance. I can't say enough good about that crazy show. It's a slow burn. It is a psychological mystery when you're watching it. I love it. And then Matt already talked about Reacher. I've been checking out the newest season of that. So.
Nice. Cool. All right.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
We made it.
Wrapping up the show. It's done.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Someone's got to close it out.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us for episode 200 and something or other. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. It's 340. Who cares?
344.
344.
344.
We'll be back. Hopefully next week with another show. Until then, go fuck off.